What absolute sorcery is
Yeah.
this?
Who has blinded your eyes? I know.
Yay!
Mine's
I
the same
almost hit the
way.
wrong button. Yay!
Oh,
Hello, hello, and welcome to my so-called life. Let me make sure. Okay, there we go. It
yeah.
is Friday,
Tis
and I
is.
am hitting the wrong button. It's time to clean this utter incomplete mess that is this room. I hope every wow,
Oh.
my
Uh-oh.
my Bluetooth almost blinded my ears. How are you doing, Twinnie McTwin? Playing for the
Good.
Minnesota Twins.
Good. We had a busy day. I spent time with the girls, hanging out, doing things. So
Awesome,
our last
awesome.
spring break's almost over. 2 more days, then back to the grind.
Ours, for some reason, is in like 2 more weeks, which
Yeah.
I still do not understand why. I do not understand why.
It's probably
Hey,
connected
Rita,
to
hello,
Easter.
hello.
Hi, Rita.
Yeah, but nationwide, we used to coincide, and I wasn't even trying to rhyme on that one. But we used to coincide with everywhere else. So if they
Mm.
were off in Florida, we could go hang out with the crazy people.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I gotta
But
hang out with some crazy cousins if they're off too.
huh, spring break doesn't exist anymore, though.
Oh, not like the spring break we knew it. No.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful, Rita. I'm glad that you got your notifications. Did you have to like change something time-wise on on your devices? So you said that you were like an hour behind or something like that. Like it was an hour off. Hmm.
Oh, do you know I have been dragging tail all week, and it's so funny that when you go on vacation, when you do something fun, you come home and you're like, "Look at my junky house. This doesn't look like the Venetian. Look at this place. I only have one fountain."
And it's not is it lit up? Does it light up?
I have to plug it in. There's no show every hour on the hour, and I have to plug it in every hour.
Do you imagine if you had it set to music like they do with Christmas lights? How amazing that would be.
I would never get rid of the neighbors. When you have stuff like that, you have to think about it. Like, do you really, really
Thank you, Rita.
want something like that? Because you're not only entertaining yourself, you're also entertaining your neighbors.
Oh, yes, you are. Yeah.
Oh man,
To work or else. Get it, Rita. That's what I'm talking about. You tell that computer's who's boss. We know it's you. Mm.
a long time ago, there was an Apple technician that told me I was really mad, and the Apple technician was like, your computer doesn't feel pain, right? And I told him flat out like a child, I don't care. It makes me feel better.
Oh. So, Rita, if you want to do the quilt behind me, it's 5.5 inch squares. So, I believe it's 5.5 inch squares. You want me to measure it real quick? I can tell you. Oh. And of course, I don't have anything that I can just grab. No, it's just the one time, you need something.
Oh,
Oh, well.
that's me every time. Actually, I go looking for anything in this room.
There. Let's see here. Yep. No, 4.5 inch squares, Rita. Those are 4.5 inch squares. So have fun making it. Just take a snap a picture of it. Make your own. Yes.
Oh, I gotta put this. Just do you know I emptied my suitcase. I'm not that bad, but I just still have Vegas laying around this room.
Oh, I'm like, my stuff's been put away since I got home with my A-type personality.
Well, I'm talking about like the fabric I purchased, all the other stuff.
Well, we need to get you organized. Like seriously. Like
Oh, oh.
like a like a shelving unit. like,
I
behind
have
you, and we stack everything up like bolts behind you so we can see it and it can look really pretty.
I have a shelving unit back here. It's just has Kenmore's.
Yeah. Well, when you get your new sewing space.
I'm not saying that I'm not an utter and complete mess.
No.
Perfect, perfect.
Well, I'd
But
like to see all your stuff on display. That would be amazing.
I'm gonna try to chop this down. And
Okay.
I'm gonna separate the fabric I'm gonna use for quilts from, clothing fabric. Because now that tweed's back in my life, we're gonna start sewing again.
So all the quilting fabric is going on the back burner. Is that what we're saying?
No, it's gonna get its own special fabric because making blocks is actually quite therapeutic.
Okay. I
So
like
it's
that
just,
idea.
it's just gonna get its own section. That's all.
So I think that you've completed level 1 of block making. I think it's time to go to level 2.
Do I get like a cap and gown in a ceremony?
Oh, I can give you a sticker.
I'll take it. I'll take
You
a
can
gold
graduate when
star.
you get to level 10. Then you're officially a quilter, and then we'll play that I'm a quilter now.
Oh no, I have that stuck in my head. Okay, first I have
Are
to
you saying
move
this?
this sewing machine.
Yes, Rita, that is correct.
What
But
would you do if you saw this box? You wouldn't even know what it would. If you
no,
spotted this box, would you know there's a sewing machine in here?
no, I would no, I would never have known there was a sewing machine in there. I would think that those are tools or something because it looks a lot like a thermos. The color of that box looks like a thermos that my dad had back in the day. So,
To be fair, everything was made out of that. A lot of things were made out of that color.
yeah. So I just remember the thermos, and he brought it to work all the time. So I would just think it would be tools or something. I would never assume it was a sewing
Oh
machine.
no, I dropped my Flex Seal.
Oh, what are you flex sealing?
I'm gonna get a glass bottom boat like the commercial, and I'm gonna poke a hole in it like the commercial, and put
Oh,
Flex Seal and get a
and then we can go fishing, right?
absolutely in my Piro.
In your bureau. I'll make sure I bring 2 life vests for myself. Oh.
What you do is you don't have Flex Seal right then and there, just ready to go.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, actually, not at all. No, I don't even think I own any.
This is the house of action.
Mm.
Oh, I completely forgot. Because I have achieved a certain level in life, I bought something that I completely forgot about. And this is stuff. Oh, man, I bought a fanny pack.
Now you have a fanny pack. We've talked about this. On our next quilting adventure, we're both gonna have fanny packs.
Yeah, but we need like bright fuchsia ones, like when I
Oh,
was a
yeah,
kid.
definitely.
When people would wear like yellow or bright fuchsia.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm ready for this. And
Yeah,
in
you
a
are.
really sad way, whoever had this before was oddly my size.
Oh, I love it.
Hold on, let's puff it up. Oh, it's not that deep.
Mm-mm. No, it's just enough for your wallet
This
and
is my
stuff.
Oh, that feels great on my spine.
Yeah, we need so bright fuchsia, and then we're just gonna we'll put your initials on it so we know which one's yours.
They'll know it's mine. People will know that it's mine. Oh, I forgot about this. I got to adjust this. I think I'm a little bit bigger than the previous owner, just by a hair. Nothing to be too discouraged.
No.
But this is the like I am so bad at turning these down at the swap meet because I got this for like $1.
Oh, wow. I totally would have got that too.
See that? Wow is how you come home with a bunch of junk.
Yeah.
When you say,
But you know what
"Wow,
the kids nowadays, they wear them like a crossbody.
where I'm
They don't
from,
wear it
I
around the hips.
to me that means you have a hooter. You have a firearm on you. If I see a
Yeah, well,
grown man with a fanny pack, I'm like, oh no. I never wear my fanny pack that high.
uh, no, we can keep your snacks in it though. Like how many cookies do you think can fit in there?
Are you kidding me? You could get a whole kielbasa sandwich in there. I'm ready. I went shopping
Okay.
today.
Well, there
I'm
you go.
ready.
Now I know you won't starve. And then we'll put some water bottle straps around the sides.
Well, I just need water bottles filled with gravy.
Mm, that's funny. Mm.
Oh, this is a mixture of serger, thread, and thread. I should actually bring this forward. Oh, poor serger. One day I'll go back to serging, but sergers and I, we don't talk right now. We do not speak to each other. Is there any machine that you're like, I'm over it? Have you ever
The
had a
long arm.
sewing machine where you're just like, I'm done with you?
The long arm.
Exclusive here in the House of Sewing. You've heard it. You've heard it first. Coach
I
is calling it quits. Throwing in
I
the
just need
towel.
somebody to come here and teach me how to use it. And I'm just but but I don't want anybody in my house either, so
I forgot I had this shirt.
Ohio isn't real. Yes.
I was gonna wear it the other day, and I don't know why I did
Well, don't
not.
show Mona.
Whoa, whoa. No, I'm gonna chop down this pile. It's time to do something about this, and eventually, I will finish this project.
Yes. You had more important things to do yesterday.
Well, let's be real. I brought Tweed back into my life, and so
Exactly.
at this point,
Hi,
I,
Becky. How are you
I
doing?
now pronounce you man meets Tweed. Yay!
Becky wants to know why you're mad at your serger.
In the past, you know why? Because I buy cheap sergers. In the past year and a half, I have gone through two sergers, probably in less than a year and a half, if I really think about it. And I'm paying full price for it. So a lot of my anger comes more from destroying sergers. I use them as their industrial, and they're not.
Mhm.
Great to see you, Becky. Welcome, welcome. And right now, I'm also separating all of my quilting fabric from my. I just noticed this giant chain stitch. Oh, this bothers me when you buy large amounts of fabric
Yeah.
and the manufacturer or whoever does this.
Oh, they put it to oh, yeah, just a mhm.
Can you see that?
Oh, yeah.
That is putting two pieces of fabric together that were not meant to be.
Yeah, but and they sold it to you like it was a false piece and that wasn't, you know?
I'm hoping they didn't know. Hey, Sheila. Hello, hello. Great
Hi,
to see you.
Sheila.
I'm so disappointed. But this fabric was really cheap. It's just from this one vendor, you rarely see a chain stitch.
Mhm.
Yikes. Well, that's quilting fabric. For anyone who missed what I purchased this. This is going to the top.
Oh, yeah.
I still have this.
I can't wait to see what you do with that.
I don't know if I wanted to be the back of the front of a shirt.
Hmm.
I haven't decided yet. Mm. Yay, great to see you, Sheila.
Hi,
Great.
Sheila. Welcome in.
I let me move my mic if you hear any boom boom. I apologize. I actually have everything purchased for it. I just need to put everything together now. And I had to stop cutting because I have the equivalent of like 3 or 4 t-shirt quilts cut out right now.
I really like the bird behind her too,
I don't know.
to
I
the
think
right.
I want this to be a bat on the back of something.
Hmm. But
Honest.
but you see that ostrich-looking bird that's to the right of her. That's what I'm talking about.
That's why I have to preserve this whole thing.
Yeah, it could stand alone for something else too.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Mhm.
So this is going to the top of the pile. Ugh, yay!
Yeah, it's a really pretty panel, isn't it?
And I purchased it at the Desert Quilters Quilt Show.
Yes, you did.
Try to say that 9 times fast. Desert Quilters Quilt Show. I can't.
DQ.
I have a few bloopers coming on that one as well.
Mm.
Oh, I like that idea, Sheila. I like that. I'm actually probably going to make a cape out of the flower material to redeem what I did last time. I don't know what happened or what I was doing.
So is it just too small?
I think I measured the hood too small.
Mm.
And now I make them a uniform size, which it literally encompasses goes over my shoulders, comes down to here. So now there's no negotiating, no negotiating whatsoever. But back then I would measure every single hood and I don't know why.
Mhm.
And so every once in a while I'd make one small.
Yeah.
Do you know, I laugh. Even though there is a storm coming to Southern California, I always go off and buy a bunch of tweed during the summer, during the spring or the summer. And I was looking at all my old tweed videos. I am sweating buckets. And it's like 11 o'clock in the morning and it is 95 degrees outside.
Well, you're just getting ready for your winter wardrobe, whatever winter is over there.
I know Alibaba. To anyone who wrote on my video, I live on reverse hours. I will be responding to everyone after the stream. Even though I'm on the West Coast, I live the midnight life.
Yeah, you guys, this is his morning. He's just waking up.
It's sad but true. This is my morning.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is 9 a.m.
oh, and I completely forgot I bought 2 of these vests. I
Oh, yeah, you showed those to me.
completely forgot about this. I look at vests as like a blank canvas. So
Mhm.
when I see something, I'm excited because I own a ton of patches to the point where I aimlessly drive around with my patches in the car.
True statement. Seen them.
Storm bite your tongue. California storms, they come to Arizona. No, it's a huge one because it's been cloudy and it's not supposed to rain until Monday. That's how you know a giant storm is coming.
I just can't believe it. It just must be stalled out on the coast.
And I finally took a look at the news today and it's half the size of Southern California. Like it's huge.
Oh,
It's
wow.
huge. So we'll have rain. It'll be a rainy day schedule probably on Monday.
Monday, maybe even into Tuesday a little bit.
Oh, I'm excited. Oh, I have to check to see if it's raining tomorrow. I may or may not go see my tweed friends again.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be clear tomorrow.
I think so.
Yeah.
And they do not, as far as the vendors that I deal with, they do not go inside unless it is torrential downpour.
Oh, yeah.
They do not leave, because they pay money for those spots.
So is there some more tweed that you left behind that you wanna go back and get?
Actually, yes.
Mm.
And in the House of Sewing, we leave no tweed soldier behind.
Oh, so it's just waiting for you. It's just like, "William, come back for me."
Are you kidding me? I'm gonna come back in my chopper with my 1970s helmet. I'm ready. I am ready.
Parachute down into the swap meet. "I'm coming for you, Mr. Tweed."
I bought a lot of
Oh, it's
sewing
funny.
notions at in the sale auction. Picked it up today, and there was so much. The woman said anytime she found sewing stuff, she added it to my pile. Oh, I always purchase stuff like that. I love purchasing stuff like that.
It's wonderful.
That's why I'm so ready for my quilt right now. It's not even funny because I've spent the last couple of years driving around purchasing quilt stuff.
Mhm. Your T-shirt quilt, or you're gonna make another quilt?
I'm yes,
Yes.
to all of the above.
You gotta let me know. I'll make it with you.
And I have I'm going to be behind the scenes I will have a million questions. But
Okay.
before we get to that, my
Don't
grocery
worry.
store, the grocery store is different because they want you to live longer. They really don't have candy like that. Um so I bought these weird springtime sprinkle Reese's peanut butter cups. They're Reese's peanut butter cups with sprinkles inside of them. They're just crunchy.
Hmm. Hmm. Are they small?
Yeah, but see,
You're
here's
just
the
gonna grab a
problem.
handful anyway.
Exactly. Here's the
Mhm.
problem with something like this. This oopsie, I actually want to use this, but will I? Okay, you'll go to the top of the pile.
Everything's at the top of the pile.
Well, like literally this top of the pile, everything from like my failed Knickerbocker pants on are gonna go on the brown chair. The brown
Okay.
chair is gonna become unrecognizable again. Excuse me. Because most of this, like
I just realized how tall that pile was.
yeah, it's my height, so I have
Yes.
to chop it down. I have to. And like, I'm not kidding you. I am not kidding you when I say for my t-shirt quilt, I'm prepared.
Oh, good.
Like
You
it's
did
it's
chop up quite a few of them.
it's ridiculous of how many I have.
Oh, I can't wait to see them.
This one's so I'm excited. I'm excited. And that's another thing I need to get organized.
I'm waiting for Cheeky Quilts tutorials.
Seriously. Sheila, I have a question. Did you bid for the featherweight? Because I've gone to certain estate sales and I'm just like, I'll give you blah 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 for it. And they're like, take it and run.
Hmm.
Make that as a collar. I really like that idea, Rita. At least I didn't go crazy and spend more than I should. I found a drop leaf table that when fully extended is big enough for him to play his tabletop games. He's happy. Oh, that's amazing. I love
That's
stuff like that.
wonderful.
So in other words, William is just moving a pile.
Well, but we're sorting the pile. We're
Kind
sorting.
of. The pile is going it's going from like 5'7" to like 4, at least 4 something.
Yeah.
Oh, it was an online auction. I've never done well at those. I've never done well at online auction before. Okay, so I have a life advice question. Should I keep these and not give up and
Yes.
turn them into something else? Can't help it.
I think that we just need to tailor them a little.
Oof. Oof. Okay. So a lot of this. Oh, see you later, pineapple. Oh no, all of this is still. This is not quilting. That's not. I can
Hi,
still work.
Dre. How are you doing?
Hey, Dre. Hello, hello. Great to see you. Great to see you. I'm just cleaning up the mess that is the House of Sewing right now. And you know what? Maybe I am just shuffling from
It's
one
okay.
pile to another.
But you're organizing, so you know what's in what pile and what's not.
Everything on top is it was put there intentionally because it's something that I was working with or wanted to. Once
Mhm.
I get down to a certain level, everything is going back on. I'm trying to free the table to even
Mhm.
see what's on the table. But a lot of this, when I see it, I know why I put it out in the first place. Is to work with it.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah, I
one.
tend if I can see things, then I work with them.
Oh, this was my super field. You know what? I will show my field block. This was my super field block. I messed up in the corner. You can't tell because I'm holding it nice, but I really messed this thing up.
Oh,
So
I bet.
I'm gonna put it on something though, like on a shirt or something, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna hide it where no one notices.
So you just need bigger squares for the corners, is that what you're saying? Is
I
that what the
made a
plan
rookie
is?
mistake because I didn't know what I was doing, and I tried to add on after I had already lined everything up.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was literally just a rookie mistake of not knowing how to cover up a mistake. I need to see
Ooh, we
those
need to get
pants
back
I
to
need first.
what was that,
Oh,
like
there.
2 weeks, 3 weeks ago?
I sew a lot. Those pants were
A
a
month?
mess. Not even a hot mess. You know, people do not like my Captain Kirk yellow. I love this color.
I told you it was gonna be awesome on something. I can't remember what it was.
Any fabric can be made into a quilt. I'm looking for
Yes and no.
more cotton based. I have a lot. Most of the fabric I own is made for clothes.
Mhm.
So it just depends. It just depends. Oh, I forgot I still have King's fabric. We'll keep the pineapples for now.
That's right, Sheila, we all have orphan blocks. I have a lot of them too.
So that that oh, that's my first orphan block.
Yeah. So some quilters, when they're just like they'll test out a block and see if they like it out of just fabric, just random fabric, right? And then they'll end up putting all of their orphan blocks together as one big quilt eventually. So that's probably what'll happen to all my blocks that I'm working on
So you're gonna turn it into an orphan quilt.
eventually when I have enough of them.
Oh, I forgot about the hammer pants. Oh
Oh, you
man.
made them. Yes. We were waiting for the jacket, right? Is that what we're waiting on?
Top of the
Hmm.
pile. Nice to meet you. Top of the pile.
Hammer's like, that's where they are. I've been eyeing them for months.
And no Hammer's looking at me as it hang that head in shame. The real Hammer worked so hard. That man had like he employed his whole neighborhood and three towns over.
Hmm.
Oh, this tweed vest still fits. Good for you, tweed vest.
Oh, yay.
I've never seen a tweed quilt.
Neither have I.
Hey, everybody loved my tweed block.
They did. They
No
did.
one said a word about the leaky dish except for, "Oh, I love that.
Oh, let me
Oh,
touch
I
it.
love that. Let me stroke your patch, which is right above
Well,
your."
as quilters, we like to touch fabric,
Yeah,
and,
which was right here.
hey, you knew where you were placing it. You did that. I'm thinking that that was intentional on your part.
Like I said, orphan blocks make great for making circles and use them as coasters. I like the idea. I might make
Mhm,
a circle patch. I'm gonna keep that horse. I'm saving that
mhm.
horse. And plus, I have all these new rulers, so I'll just cut it in a square and wear it as a patch. Absolutely, absolutely.
It's always hammer time.
It's one of those projects I've made quite a few videos.
Here's the forecast for
Alexa,
Oh no,
thank
SpaghettiOs, it's
you.
9:30, 6:30.
My pleasure. Just doing my job.
I forget, yours
Hope you
is,
had a good Friday.
3 hours, 3 hours.
Okay, so let's get real. If I haven't worked with this material, I'm not gonna work with it.
What
Hey,
is it?
Shalom!
Shalom, how are you? Girl, I sent you a link.
Come and join. The water's fine.
Yeah.
And I have questions about leather. No, but I keep on saying I'm gonna make leather chaps.
Hey, does her twin count towards the twin count?
You better get your pen out, Twinny McTwin from the Twin Planets, playing first base for the Minnesota Twins. Now, the former star of Twin Peaks.
Oh.
If I ever get quiet in the chat, I'm sitting there trying to type it out.
Oh,
Both
I have
thumbs
a
with
feeling.
both thumbs.
I'm
All right.
surprised it's not like an auto-generated thing by
So
now.
should my leather go to the top of the pile?
Yes, because you're gonna make those chaps.
I need to write this down. The hammer jacket chaps.
I got you. Hammer jacket, chaps.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my pen is ready.
Great to see you. Great to see you.
I'll
Shalom.
screenshot it for you later.
This vest is making me feel very Marty McFly for some reason. I feel like Doc Brown's going to come by and tell me I got to go fix time in a minute. I bought this on Amazon for like $4.
Mm-hmm.
I was just really bored one night. And I was like, let's see what they have to offer. And this is real itchy tweed. Like, this is real life itchy, like this stuff. Everyone's like, oh, is tweed itchy? It is if it's not properly lined.
Yeah. Yeah, it would irritate me if I didn't have something on it.
Shalom is campaigning for Shalom.
Shalom, shalom. It's the chaps we need. Shalom, shalom. Let's talk about this. We all know chaps. Like, we don't have to fight about it. We can get you some more leather.
Oh, man. I'm keeping all my scraps for when I do make my unorthodox quilt.
I mean, how long has it been since you made a pair? I've never seen you make a pair.
Yeah, right. I think I've probably like 5 or 6 months.
See, well, if it's been
If
6
not
months,
longer. If
that's
not longer.
pre Jessica. That's pre me.
No, it was right around that time.
Mm. You're going bass fishing in that. I can see him with all his hooks hooked to it. That'd be amazing.
I'm ready. Hey, there's a fat quarter still in the package in here.
Rita said that reminds me when I went to the store yesterday. They were selling those pants that were made from a look-alike small rope. You could see right through them everywhere, and I was like, "That's not a good idea." Yes, Rita, that is not a good idea.
Oh, this is it's strange when you find mystery material.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember putting any of this here.
No, he does. He does, Shalom.
Okay, so every time I hand somebody a wad of cash, I say, "Count that. I went to public school." It's a hit. I've said it over 1,000,000 times, probably. We live here now.
Yes.
And Twinny McTwin caught me in Vegas Because you looked at me like, do you say this to everybody?
Yeah,
Everybody.
everybody.
It depends on the person's mood. There's one person I didn't say it to, but let's be fair, they took almost 20 minutes at a Goodwill
Oh,
to
yeah.
ring me up. And then I didn't get my eagle. But I'm not going to commiserate over that.
No, maybe hey, I bet it's back out now. We can go look.
I would be honored to be a bingo caller at the Knights of Columbus. This was the only color they had that was like overnight. I remember I ordered this a while ago. I've had this for a while.
So what are your plans for it?
Oh, I wear it in real life. I'll like wear this under a jacket.
Okay.
Hey, Tasha. Hello. Great to see you. Great to
Hi,
see you.
Tasha. You feeling okay? I'm sad that you weren't on yesterday, but I understand.
I hope you feel
I miss
better. I
you.
hope. Oh, I totally. Some days I need to take a day off because I don't feel well.
The next time we have a quilt show or something and we're together, we have to do the people of Walmart.
We like I have a couple jackets that could get us put on the People of Walmart Hall of Fame.
Like, I'm telling you, I will take your picture. I will wear stuff with you. It doesn't matter to me. Let's do it.
My cow chaps, I have cow chaps. Those would get me put on the with my black boots. They look crazy.
There you go.
I would totally get me put on the People of Walmart. No, I'm rearranging my fabric because tweed's back in my life. And I am going to re-submerge my couch in fabric.
Mm.
Because that's where most of the fabric used to live, was back there. Well, anyway. Absolutely. People of Sewing 2026, I'm there. I am ready.
Shalom, I'm going to start getting a calendar together and then we'll figure it all out. Because you know me, my personality. I'm not a planner, though. Not a planner.
You say that, planner.
No, I just want to know when all the
You
quotes
met
are
me.
done.
I am truly not a planner.
No, I just say, hey, you want to do this? And you're like, yeah. I'm like, and then I have to, when then we talk about it. And I keep talking about it just to help remind you. Mm,
Well, it is situational as well.
yeah, absolutely. It's not everything.
It feels good though to have this, to have my room back. I'm probably gonna be up either all night sewing, or I'm gonna go to bed early and get up and go thrifting.
Mm-hmm. I think you should go thrifting tomorrow.
Some of those people did get dressed in the dark, Rita. They did. Those are my people. We have an expert on upholstery in your chat. Yay. Is that you, Shalom?
Oh, no.
I've upholstered quite a few things. Quite a few. It was actually one of the first things I tackled, and I taught myself a skill. And because of word of mouth, other people were like, William knows upholstery. But it was always something simple. If you want me to redo your couch, I'm not gonna do that. I'll make you a cover. I'll make you a cover with a zipper. That's different. I reupholstered a gaming chair, and I learned always trust the math, because I measured everything, each
Mm-hmm.
inch, and then I sewed everything in place. It went on perfect.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I made
I
a
wouldn't
video
even know
about
where to
it.
start.
4 years ago, I made a video about it.
I haven't gotten
So,
that far in the videos.
should I keep Oopsie Mountain? See, Oopsie Mountain. See, I have my yardstick here. Oopsie Mountain has shrunk.
Okay.
It's shrunk. You can see that there's a table back here. I forgot
And
about that Bel Air I purchased.
so you were just trying to get to the table, right?
Well, what I'm doing is I'm getting rid of the fabric I'm not gonna sew.
Yeah.
I'm being real with myself because
Okay.
my sewing factory is coming back. So I'm
So
being real
I
of what
think that and that's Oopsie Mountain that's in front of that table, correct?
well, this is all gonna be moved because all of this will probably go on the chair. Like all the tweed is gonna go on top of the pile of the chair.
Okay.
All of this is gonna go over there, and then I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with everything that's top of the pile.
Well, if you're not gonna sew it, I'd probably go through it and just get rid of it. What you're not gonna sew.
Yo no entiende inglés, lo siento mucho.
Yes, you do. You know a lot of Spanish, English.
Well, get rid of
Get
what
rid of.
is
You
this?
understand get rid of.
What is this?
Okay,
Hold
give it
on.
to the sorry, hold on. Don't get rid of it. Gift it to someone. Somebody that would use it.
Can I mail it to myself? I know my address. I have some stamps I've been dying to use.
Well, if you're gonna use it.
I won't. I won't. No,
But no, you need a giveaway pile.
I'm being a child. Measure 3 times, cut once. That is my middle name.
Uh,
I can't just give things away like that. I'm kidding. I need to. This is the whole reason why I'm here doing this. Plus,
well,
I
if you
forgot
want that, you can buy it.
a lot of this here I could use for quilting as well.
Mhm.
So top of the pile. Okay. So I had my momentary lapse. When I ask, where'd all my denim go? I'm putting it over here.
Okay. I'm on it.
Oh man. Oh. And I still have a ton of that star fabric. Tammy, if you're watching, I still have a ton of that star. So is there an actual giveaway pile? I could do a giveaway of random scraps. I have 6 years of 55-gallon bags of scraps.
I'm just floored by that.
Every project I've ever made, I have its scraps in this house or in an undisclosed location. Well, I just don't feel like telling on myself.
Just make sure the raccoon doesn't get to it. He might be sewing.
The raccoon has no access to my 55-gallon. It's actually in a controlled environment.
That's good. But do you know you did talk about doing landscape quilting and like portrait quilts, and you could need those scraps for that.
That's one of the reasons why.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a project. This can get out of here.
Your desert scenery has inspired me. We'll see what I come up with.
Desert landscapes are beautiful.
They are.
Driving out in the middle of nowhere reminds you of how humongous the United States of America is. The entire north, west, and southwest looks like that.
I just can't believe that.
Until
But
you
I
get
will.
here. There is an actual line where you go from desert to rainforest real quick.
Mm. I mean, because when I drive around here, it's just like trees. That's all I see is trees because they line the road. So I never get to see anything else. And it was just so in awe. Like, just I could actually look out and see miles when we were hanging out.
It's one of those funny things. Like a lot of people from here hate that scenery. I love it, but I've moved and come back at least 2 or 3 times.
Mm.
So there's a reason why I keep on coming back here.
I think it's amazing.
Oh, thank you, Rita. William is not a hoarder, just a collector. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm borderline. In the midst. So what did you? So you did like the desert landscape, huh? We have red rocks. We have real cactus, real Joshua trees everywhere.
Yes. I really wanna go hiking and, like, walking around so I can see it, but
Arizona is really good for that. There's a lot of places I went to where you can get on a trail horse, and they take you through the desert.
no, I would love that. But I've never been on a horse, so I don't know how I would deal with that, but it's okay. It's okay. I can
See,
do hard things.
Sheila loves North Carolina.
I do t it's a nice area. It really is. It's not New York. Like, I grew up in upstate New York with in the mountains and everything like that, so yeah. Mm,
My
it's
grandma was
different.
like that. She collected dishes. Her china cabinet was 9 feet long. She had a huge dining room, and the cabinet was literally in the back of the room. And I didn't even notice it until everything wasn't in that room. And I was like, I could sit in this cabinet as a grown man.
I bet you could.
I never noticed.
Mm.
So I'm looking up quilt shows. I'm looking up to see where the next quilt show is, but I need to get back to sewing. And I think that's
Oh,
another
well,
thing. I had this weird hangover from just having fun, you know, driving there, driving back, and all week long I've been exhausted.
I understand that.
But going to the swap meet reminded me of what I love to do.
I think just all those quilts there's quilts that inspired me. I know that I would like to make those someday, so it's like I was itching to get back behind my machine, and now I'm just drawing up plans and trying to figure things out,
That
and what I
reminds
have and what I don't. Like, I bought a light box today so that I can start working on things.
you gonna make a House of Sewing emulsion t-shirt.
Oh, I could, I guess.
I'm just giving you a
We
hard
need that.
time.
We need that. We need, like, team T-shirts.
Ha, ha, ha. The Bobsey twins, team sewing.
Team sewing.
Okay, so here we are to the tweet. Oh, I have so much stuff. Let me deal with the top of the pile first.
Yes. Well, is it the top of the pile? Those are all just projects that you're working on, right? Or that you have in progress?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it really just depends on really right now I need to get real. Like what am I gonna do? I want to finish my hammer deal. So that'll come more towards the top. But everything else can kind of just get put on the back burner because I'm gonna go back to sewing tweed.
I can't wait to see your suits.
At least for right now. Now that I have utterly and completely relapsed back to. And I had fun buying sewing machines. I'm gonna chill out on buying sewing machines. If I see a Juki or a Serger or something, I'll buy it. But I'm gonna chill out for a while. And I really want to get this mini brother going. And
Oh,
so
it's
to this,
cute.
well, no, all it needs is a motor mount. But I do
Mhm.
not know why people are so into mini anything. And so it still trips me out to this very day that people are obsessed with mini sewing machines.
Well, there's a lot of people that don't have space. And so they need smaller machines to go in their spaces.
Yeah, Sheila, tomorrow I'm definitely thinking about going back to the swap meet. That is true. But even though it was a bread and butter and literally helped propel my channel, the Singer M1000 is a very coveted mini sewing machine. It is a step up from a toy sewing
Mhm.
machine. And people love that thing. I don't know why. when you can go to your local Goodwill and get grandma's sewing machine for $20, and that thing will last you a lifetime. It's like a parakeet. It's like a cockatoo.
Well,
Seriously,
I'm
when
trying
I
to oh,
sorry,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, no, go ahead.
I'm trying to hunt down great grandma's sewing machine. Somebody has it in the family, and they don't use it. So I'm like, "Where is it? I want it." Like, I didn't even know that she had one. Um, but it's a table machine, so I have to figure all that stuff out. I bet I know where it is. I put out my little feelers, but no one's biting yet.
My family's like that.
Mhm.
My sewing store emporium, I'm gonna have a sign next to every sewing machine that says, "This sewing machine will outlive you. You will have to will this to somebody," like they do with birds. In Oregon, they had pictures of you getting old and the birds not getting old.
Yeah,
Oh, like this is a Kenmore. This is built before you and will outlast you.
that's gonna be so much fun to watch you build all this and put it together.
I haven't decided what machine I'm going to use yet. I just rediscovered my Singer Heavy Duty. One of the reasons I so tweet on that is because I don't feel bad if that machine spontaneously combusts.
Mhm.
Because it's not anything as advertised in any way, shape, or form. But let's be real, companies have been doing this forever. I have a white sewing machine that's like a 1980s white. It says heavy duty. I worked that until the gears just were like, nah, boss, we're done. We're
Yeah.
done.
Hey,
Hey,
Candace, how are you doing?
how's it going? How's it going? I don't think I want my big Dodge Ram dually in my house. Great to see you, Candace. Great to see you. Welcome, welcome. I had an amazing time in Vegas. That was my first like touristy time. Hey, Melanie. Hello, hello.
Hi, Melanie.
Great to see
Well,
you.
you are a good tour guide, let me tell you.
I've seen people repurpose
You
things
kept me
and
busy the whole time.
it's because when I'm by myself, I've seen everything. I've
Mhm.
been there a million times, but we got to go
You
eat a
got to see it all brand
pretzel.
new through my eyes in a way.
Absolutely. And it was weird to walk on the strip because I remember being that 20-something-year-old kid that could not hang. I remember being that kid or wearing clothes that you shouldn't. For me, it was
Mhm.
always a shirt that's too tight. And I'd be walking around sucking in my stomach all night long. Oh, I really regret that pretzel. See, but when you're in your 40s, you're like, I should have got another pretzel.
Yeah. Well, that
Oh,
was a good pretzel. Oh, let me tell you.
and I would have never walked into New York if I just don't. I really don't walk around on the strip. It was good to experience, though. We went to
Mhm.
you experienced all sides of the strip
I did.
because the fountain is kind of like right in the middle. Hey, Terry.
Hi, Terry.
I'm cleaning. Fridays, I try to reserve for cleaning because it's a mess. I'm back. I'm buying sewing machines again. Do you know I did not do justice in my video? I was walking through an antique mall, minding my own business, and somebody noticed a sewing machine.
Hi. I did. I did. I did.
Seven
And I
bucks.
tried blocking, and then, like, stupid me, I should have just been cool and just kept going, but no, I'm, like, blocking him. It's like, "No, you can't go past
Oh,
me."
I just did one of these.
He just been moved by me. I was like, "Oh, I'm not a good basketball player anymore."
Oh, I
"Hey,
could
womanizer, how are you doing?"
I could smell it. I could it was a
He's
look
like
in
a
your
kid in a
eye.
candy store, y'all. As soon as he saw it, like, the biggest grin came over his face. He, like, ran to it, like, "Where have you been all my life?"
Yeah, the hills are alive with the sound of music. We
Yeah.
were running through poppy fields. Imagine you
We're
and me. That sewing machine and I were running towards each other. So
yeah.
happy together.
And then when he saw the price, it kinda solidified it. He's
Oh, I
like,
was
"This
like,
cannot be $7." Who
I
puts a price tag
screamed.
on for $7?
I screamed, "My no buy is over." Everyone looked at
You
me like,
did.
"We don't know you, sir. We
I
do
just
we
wish that I could have recorded it, like, I should have said, "Don't move." But then I could like, you know how you just wanna pause the universe for just 5 seconds and just get everything ready? Should have done that. It didn't
Oh,
happen.
2 hours and 6 minutes till Saturday, where Dre lives.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Us East
anyway.
Coasters over here.
Yes, yes, we are. Jess is my scapegoat.
It is my fault that the no buy end, and it's totally fine. Like, we had this discussion going into this place, going, "If we find it, are you really gonna buy it?" And he's like, "Probably."
I know myself.
Yeah.
Look,
I wasn't gonna
here
tell
in
him
the
no.
house of sewing, I have many mottos, but never lie to yourself. Never believe your own hype, but never lie to yourself. And I knew
I
my no
still
buy was over.
I still think we should have went and got that patch, though. That patch that you liked.
Oh, it's okay. I'm
You're fine with
seriously,
that?
yeah, I'm okay
'Cause
with it.
you saw joy with that too, so I was just making sure.
I came home with a pirate's ransom of stuff.
You
I was
did.
emptying my car like it was like I all of a sudden I woke up when I got home.
Yeah. You were exhausted sounding.
I was.
Absolutely. I felt bad.
Well, it was the coffee. Yes, $7.
That was it. Like, we thought, "Where's the 1? Where's the 2?" Like, maybe they're missing it in front of it. But no, $7.
And you know what's funny? I know why they had it for $7. They had the electricity mixed. So all I had to do was switch the cords and the machine was working. Because when I turned it on, it just wouldn't stop sewing. But that
Yeah.
is a telltale sign that you have wires crossed. Wow, I looked away for a second, and here it comes, everyone. Absolutely, absolutely. I just got off the ski trainer. I'm officially not.
You're doing great, Terry. You're doing great.
You know what? Ever since Vegas, I've been inspired to walk around more. So I've been getting off my duff lately. I have.
How many I need to get you a pedometer.
I don't count my steps. My son and I
You
had
don't
this
count steps.
conversation because he tries to bring me to the modern era so bad. So bad. He's like, Dad, you are a dinosaur. You know what's funny? I had the conversation with my father as well. I get it, but I like being a pterodactyl. I
Yeah.
fly to stuff. My arms are never tired.
Oh, a pterodactyl, yes.
There are certain things that I do. I still wear tweed vests like Marty McFly. This is very Marty McFly to me for
It
some
is.
reason.
It is. When you
I,
said that, I was like, "Yes, that is Marty."
oh man! All right, I'm gonna take
It feels
all.
like we need to get you ready for the dance. Like,
Ah,
that's the
ah,
I really
ah.
think about that one
Oh no! I could sing some Chuck Berry.
and put
Oh,
you on the
now I
guitar.
have it. Now I have Chuck Berry in my head. Oh yeah, I'm keeping these top of the pile. Top of the pile.
Yes.
I have a Fitbit. You know what's really funny? I bought I bought my son a knockoff wannabe Apple Watch. He never used it because that same Christmas he opened up a box and my mother bought him an actual Apple Watch. And this is why you should communicate with people. But I want to take the bootleg one because I think it'll count my steps.
It will. It
It's
will.
just a super off brand.
It's gonna do the job that you want it to do. That's all you need it. When you go walking, just put it on. So, you can just see how far you've gone.
I want to go hunt. I am going to go hunting for that later. I'm in this real seek and destroy mode right now of like going through everything because I'm
Mhm.
continuing cleaning. Even though my no buy is over, I'm going to continue to clean in this room and make some sense of what's in here. And I am powered by these Reese's pieces that have sprinkles in them.
I'm kind of wanting to go to Walmart and grab one of those tomorrow because I'm going grocery shopping in the morning.
They didn't have eggs. I was like, I'll compromise.
Oh, if I have eggs, I'm gonna send you a picture and be like, "Hey, look what I can get." look what I could get. Am I going to get it? Probably not.
This is good to know, Terry. This is good to know. Okay, all of this is my quilting stuff. Everything else is going to have to go somewhere else. We'll
It
push
even
that.
tells you when your sleeping pattern is. Oh my word. My watch can do that too if I wear it, but I don't wear it to bed. That's when it's charging.
I actually be really interested to see how many steps I take.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I do a lot of weird steps and I dance.
Oh.
That's the only reason I'm not like 2 pant sizes bigger than I should. I do a lot of dancing, but I dance badly. And I would encourage everyone, sing terribly in the shower or in your house by yourself, or in the car like I do. Dance badly. I do the Carlton by myself. I refuse to do it on YouTube.
I got to be loved by anyone. Yes.
Hold on, me. It's hard to get the hips and both arms swinging at the same time.
Oh yeah, you got to stick your butt out a little bit more.
See, you know the dance well.
I have no idea.
I'm just halfway done.
I've been doing it for years.
Great to see you, Melanie. Great to see you.
Wow, that's a lot of HSTs, girl. You got this, though. It's amazing.
I sleep when I'm tired. I'm the same way, but I have to force myself. I force myself to lay down because sometimes I'm tired. But if I'm physically up, I just keep going. I monitor my sleep. Hey, Arlie, how's it going?
Hi, Arlie.
You gotta get a lot more steps on live stream. I might get my phone and do a live stream of me walking through my neighborhood. You can hear me. 2 laps around the school is a complete mile. I measured it with my phone.
So imagine doing 12 of those. That's what we did.
See, Melanie and I are the same. That's the thing. I'm gonna dust off that. I'm gonna dust the thing. Dance badly, dance happy. Absolutely, Terry. Absolutely. Especially when they put on certain things from my era, I go off.
Yeah.
Put on some CNC Music Factory, I will embarrass everybody.
But at least you did not huff and puff. I have no idea. I didn't hear any of that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
In through the nose, out through the mouth.
Oh.
I was in my stride. It's different. When I'm in vacation, I take long steps when I'm walking. You got a lot of steps on live stream.
Yeah.
On tonight's live stream, I'm going to get some steps in. Oh. Thank God I bought a Clearly Perfect trimmer worth of money.
It is. I love them. I'm so glad that you have that. It'll help you out big time.
Should I invest in a bobbin winder? I've been saying this for years.
Well, we have not found one yet.
I need one. Oh, I just want that design on the back. I need to get off of that train too. I need to start cutting out. There are certain shirts I have just floating around this room because I have full intentions of cutting them out, putting it on a vest, but it doesn't happen. So I'm trying to get real with myself.
Maybe you should. Do you know which vest it's going to go on?
Well, now I have 2 new ones to work with.
Because I would just material. I put the vest on a hanger and then put whatever you're going to put, like shirts or whatever that you're going to cut out, put them with the vest.
And because I bought these were in a giant pile. And because I had my, I love my son. He is my professor of the humanities. I grabbed 2 and he said, okay, they only want $5 for these. Do not go crazy. Yeah. And I was like, but they're $5. And he's like, you only have one back and you're buying 2 vests. And it's true though. No, my son, he's a realist. And I walk around with my bubble helmet on, He literally has a rope and he's like, oh, let me go get my dad. He pulls the string down. Hold on. He's up there somewhere.
That's
Oh,
wonderful that he
there's
does
such
that.
thing as a quilter. That isn't nuts. You know, I cannot say enough of how amazing the desert quilters were.
Oh, yeah.
They were so happy to see us. They were so happy to see us.
Well, they recognize you because you're the only cowboy that came in there.
Man,
And
only man. I was looking. I was like, "There's
no,
three
there
of us
wasn't.
in
But
here.
no,
There are
I saw
three
some
dudes.
husbands in there. I
There
saw
were
some
three.
husbands in there.
There were like four. Okay, I counted.
And then yeah, they're like, "Oh, there's the cowboy and that crazy white girl again." Like,
No, I
here we
laughed
go.
when I showed my wristband, and she was like, "Sir, we can't miss you. We
Yes,
know you're here. We know you're with us, sir. We
yes.
can't. You stand up and out, sir. We know you're here."
Like, we went on Friday, and then, like, we only bought a one-day pass, then we came back on Saturday, and we bought another one-day pass, and they're just like, "Well, we know that you were here yesterday, so you can just" we're like, no, it's
But
fine."
because I'm a smart aleck, I told him consider it a donation. I said it's our donation
Yeah.
from my empire of $1 bills.
I had a good week off, Terry. Yeah, it was good. A lot of
What's up?
rest, I guess. I was up since I don't know. I guess I slept more this week. I slept for almost 5 hours each night, so that's good.
So
But I didn't really get any of my big projects done that I wanted to get done, but I'm okay with that.
should I
Maybe this
start? Should I start with the polka dot coat?
yes.
Or
Uh,
yeah, because I'm gonna go full
no.
pants and everything.
So you're gonna go pants, coat, and vest?
Well, no, I'm gonna make a coat out of this, but I'm thinking about making a green. I'm thinking about going off with that green. I
Yeah.
like colors that people hate. I think because of my skin tone, they look great on me. So I like yellow. I never knew I didn't even know I liked yellow. There's certain greens that I would stay away from. When I made that green suit, I was like, hey, I look good in green. Now I need to find all my fancy shirts.
Oh, yes.
No,
Mm,
there is not. Quilters in general are just quirky people. There's nothing wrong with that.
that's right.
And I'm hooked on watching like fashions of quilt con videos. Well, that and they pop up all the time now.
Hey, did you see that? Did you ever watch the beginning of that video I sent you yesterday with the 20s quilts?
No. I need to watch that.
Yeah, you don't have to watch the whole thing. It's like the first 5 minutes. It's on there. So I just wanted you to see the Charlie Chapman quilt.
I love Charlie Chaplin.
Mhm.
That's my dude.
I should have just sent a snip to you, but a clip.
One of the greatest stories of all time I can't remember, Charlie Chaplin went into a Charlie Chaplin look-alike contest and he came in third place in Rio. And
That's
they didn't know it was him.
absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
It's a very, very famous story because he told it a million times.
Mhm.
I don't know how I would react if I came in third place in a William lookalike contest.
I would wanna know who the first 2 Williams were.
I might have to be escorted out by security. I would be like, "Excuse me, you doppelganger lookalike." Oh,
Oh. No, I would have to ask them sewing questions. And that's how I would know which one you were. Like, if I couldn't see you.
you would know.
Oh, I know you.
Just how I can always tell between every time you try to quiz me. on pictures of you and your sister. I just know,
Yeah.
am I not undefeated on that? I may not answer anymore because I want to retire on top. I want to retire knowing that I can tell you and your sister apart.
Oh, I know. I've really tried, guys. I even went to like kindergarten pictures. Like I sent it to Shalom and Tammy, like all three separately. Just going, okay, which one am I?
And I
Everyone
know
has gotten it
every
right.
time.
And I go, what is it? Like, what do I, because there's people in my life that still can't figure it out. And most people, well, how can you tell it's me?
I don't want to give it away. But no, I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give it
All
away.
right, well, we're talking after the stream because I want to know.
AKA, I'm not going to give up until you tell me. Is
That's
what it
right.
is.
I don't give up.
Hey, Kennedy, how's
Like
it
I said, we already
going?
won. But
Oh, I forgot about my USA. Hey, Kennedy, how's it going? How's it going?
Tammy says it was my smile in my eyes. She goes, I just can see them anywhere.
I agree. You have a look.
I have a
And
look.
things like that never go away. Never.
Yeah.
Like I still smile the same. You can tell because I grew up with a camera in my face. My
Yeah.
parents were always taking pictures, so you can tell if my smile is genuine or not. Because I have that I have the grimace smile.
Oh. But my twin, my New York twin, she has confirmed a date with me, so she's coming online with me. I can't wait.
I jumped when I saw that thumbnail. I jumped.
I was just like, "Are you serious?" And she's like, "I'm serious." She goes, "I don't know why they want to talk to me." I was like, "They don't want to." I was like, "They do. They just want to see you." And
We're
they,
nosy. We're
just let them
nosy.
see you and I will do the rest of the work. It is fine. And you're just going to have to help me answer questions.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Well, good
Thank
night,
you so
Melanie.
much.
I'll see you around in the chats later.
Hello, Linda. Great to see you. Great to see you.
Linda.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome
I'm just
in.
cleaning the mess, and I've almost freed Twin's chair.
Yeah.
It's fabric I
Because
forgot
eventually
about.
I'll be back.
I forgot about that fabric. My quilting supplies are growing. See, but I need to know this because I'm getting organized. And
Mhm.
I was not kidding in my video. Oh, that is so funny. It doesn't pop out when you need it. Besides the roof, where should I put this?
Oh.
Tell them what they've won.
Oh. Hmm. I have no idea where you're going to put that.
On the roof. We're back to the roof.
You're back. I guess you're up on the roof.
I like seeing roof just because it
I
confuses
know.
people.
I was like, oh, look at your accent. I love it.
Don't you know it's coming out? It's coming
Don't you
out.
know
On the roof. It's on the roof. My sewing machine's on the roof.
the fire on the roof? I don't know. That was weird. But you should just go put it in Isaiah's bedroom and go, here you go.
He's buff. He would walk it right out. He's all buff now. He's all buff. He would just be like, excuse me. He would walk it right out.
Yeah. So Rita, I put a picture of my twin and my baby brother on there too. I need to bring him on there. But man, I'd have to tell him you can't cuss like a sailor, my friend. I'd have to give my brother like rules. So
I know a few people. There's a few people that I used to stream with that are like that. Truck drivers.
Yeah. He's amazing though.
I remember the lady that had a twin. She switched her out at lunch at one day. I popped into her cube and knew instantly exactly. I'm telling you, I also grew up with somebody that had twin sisters, and I could tell because it was just the look in their eye.
Mm.
And plus, one liked me and one tolerated me, so I could instantly tell. I could instantly tell.
Um, Jennifer and I never did any of that stuff. Never. We never switched places on anything.
No Freaky Friday.
We were, I mean, at one point we were that much apart, size-wise, that we couldn't do it. So,
I need to find that guy. When I was in Beverly Hills, I found my doppelganger. But the second
mhm.
he opened his mouth, you'd know. Because I could tell that man never smoked a cigarette a day in his life. And I sound like old Marge at the cigarette. What can I get for you, honey? I, s- I sound
Does
like
he
I
wear a
work at a
cowboy
diner.
hat too?
What's that?
Did he wear a cowboy hat too?
No, you can tell that he was from he was like, I'm from the west side. He was from like by the ocean.
Mm,
He was from the way west side.
yeah.
And we looked so much alike though. I walked in, he worked at like it was either Cartier or Rolex. I walked in the store, the entire staff was like, oh, they freaked out. It's the same height and everything.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I walked up to him and I said, "You are so beautiful." Everybody just started laughing. It was literally like looking into a mirror. There are
Mm,
rules, no. It is true though. It is true. Like when you know somebody,
yeah.
you know.
I know if my twin was sitting on this other side of instead of me, you definitely know it was her. And it wasn't, yeah.
Also, people change though.
Yeah,
We will never
we
look
yeah,
the
I
same as
do.
we did 20, 30 years ago, ever, in any direction.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna cut that because I want that on a jacket. I still don't know what to do with this. I thought this was something it's not.
What kind of fabric is it?
It's kind of wovenish,
Mm,
but I'm not. I have a feeling this is meant to be something else, but I just wear it like an art student.
oh, yeah, like a scarf. Yeah.
I got this at the Goodwill bins when I was buying massive amounts of stuff, you know, and if it looked like fabric, I was buying it.
Mhm.
I would never want to meet a doppelganger of myself. It would be a bad thing. It was amazing when I met my twin. It was weird, but it made me feel it was weird. I will say, and that was a very odd day. Oh, where's Lucy May?
You wanna see Lucy May? Hold on. Let me move it. Here she is.
Yay.
Lucy party. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Did we see a Lucy May? I actually like this. Did we see a Lucy May at the quilt show, or was I
No, you have a picture of me next to her.
okay?
Mm.
Okay, that's right.
Everyone thought that I posted a picture of Lucy May and myself, but it was you that posted it.
Yeah, that's right. I took a
Mhm.
gajillion pictures at the quilt show.
Yeah, like, you kept saying, "Get in closer, get in closer." I'm like, "I thought I was close enough, but"
And if you see yourself in my video, I apologize. I tried to not capture everybody, but some of y'all were walking right past a camera that was obviously on. And
yeah.
we live in a free society.
Mhm.
I'm not above putting someone's grandma in my video. But like I said, everybody was so nice. People were,
Oh, they
and
were
that's
wonderful.
if they saw me standing there with my camera, they would stop. So I would put it down because people were so considerate.
Mhm.
I have a million nice things to say about the desert quilters. One day I will go to a quilt show and they're going to be like, "What? Why are you here? What are you doing?" But I had a great time in beautiful Henderson, Nevada.
Yeah, it's a beautiful area, first of all, where they had it.
That
It's a
looks
good
like
nice facility too. So,
that looks like my neighborhood. That is West Coast architecture right there.
well, good to know. But, oh, the quilts are beautiful, and I really enjoyed, like, the under 18 division too, and just to see
Oh
the
my gosh.
skills that those young kids had already.
So much better. So they are amazing.
Yeah.
Some of their quilts are interwoven into my video. And
Yeah.
in my video, as as the progression goes on, that is literally the order that I was seeing all the quilts. So
Mhm.
you are seeing them in the exact order that I saw every single quilt. It's like I think I had like 76 different quilts on that video.
They're beautiful, and that lion catches me every time. I
Absolutely.
want to make that lion.
This
Mhm.
is twice now that I've seen that thing. How big
Yeah.
is that?
Oh, it can't be it's probably 40 by 40.
Yeah, that's huge.
Mhm.
Okay. I've cut Oopsie Pile down a little bit and I can
Looks
sit in the blue chair again.
Oh, good, I'm glad my chair is open.
The chair's free.
Mhm.
That's progress.
It is.
Oh, I don't even want to look over here because there's more to do over here as well.
No,
Oh,
just ignore it for the moment. You're doing great things.
well, I have to start planning. I'm so all over the place. I need to be more organized. And so I'm going to cut some tweed tonight
Mhm.
and I'm going to find a machine. I need to find a machine that I only use for my tweed. I think I'm going to use my Singer Heavy Duty, but because of a design flaw, I don't like using it. It has a hook in where one of the thread guides is, and as it gets used it's rubbing the fabric and it's rubbing the thread and it eventually cuts the thread.
Oh, okay.
I've used triple bonded nylon, the professional stuff, the cheap stuff. It cuts everything.
The hook is on the plate, or is it in the
It's
bobbin?
on the actual mechanism that sews. I
Mm,
forgot what it's technically called because I'm just that guy. But it's the dumbest design flaw. They put an actual metal piece in there, and it's obvious.
yeah.
It's like it's a second piece, and most are just one continuous hook.
Yeah, I agree.
What room is this in your? I am in my garage, and this is a two-car garage. Oh, whoops. So you could just imagine the stuff I have in here. But to be fair, I built cabinets along the wall because I have like earthquake food and all kind of like real emergency gear all back here. So if there's a real emergency, I'll be pulling out my rescue ranger gear. But it's been a while. It's been a if there's a gajillion sewing machines in front of it, it's been a while.
Mhm.
I want to make a quilt with a concept of doodleism, which is painting. Oh, Dottism, which is painting with dots. I just have not figured it out yet. Maybe a bunch of tiny squares instead of dots to make scenery with. Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah,
I
that
love.
sounds beautiful.
I get taken back by picture quilts. To me,
Mm,
that is just artwork. I'm like, how did you do this? The Dolly one, I sat there like this, like that really does look like Dolly Parton.
it does. It's just I mean, they use a light box. They do a lot of like they take a picture of her and they trace it out and they trace out the shadows and just like um all the pieces of her and then you put it on fabric and and just sew it down. It's amazing how they do it. But
All right, let me go grab my chair. We'll make sense of these sewing machines in here.
mhm. But I don't know if I'm ready for anything like that, but I do wanna make a scenery. I think that would be my first step into that world. I think that'd be amazing.
For me, it's The amount of patience it takes for something like that is just amazing.
Mhm. So are
I'm
we entering that guild so we can enter quilts into that show eventually?
I'll go to all 4 meetings every year.
Okay.
It'll give me an excuse to eat biscuits and gravy. And for some reason, the coffee and everything is cheap. Well, I know why, but everything's cheaper in Las Vegas, even in the tourist places
Mhm.
from where I live. So I am down to go.
Good. You go to the meetings and just fill me in because there's no way I can make them all. And then, we'll go from there.
Do you know how obnoxious I'm going to be with my desert quilter title? I'm going to get a sash that just says desert quilter. I'm going to wear it like Worf. I'm just
Oh,
going to wear it around like a Klingon.
yes. Yes.
Oh,
They're gonna say, "What have we created here?" And I'm
they
like,
basically asked us both to join.
"Yeah, they did."
They were so happy to see us.
Well, and then they realized that I was from North Carolina. Some of them realized I was from North Carolina, and so they just assumed we were both from North Carolina.
It's
But
the hat. It's the.
yeah,
I just didn't say anything because it's weird
no, I
how
know. I
people
did your
treat.
I did marketing promotion for you. Like, no, this is
You.
his channel.
You did, and to anyone who subscribed from the Gilters quilt show, welcome. And to anyone else who subscribed recently, welcome to the House of Sewing. I'm an erratic sewer who loves sewing tweed, and I have just discovered quilting.
But you need to make an icon or like a logo, please, for me. I need you to make a logo so that I can create cards for you to hand out.
It's going to be my so-called life in just a perfect circle,
Okay.
and not the
Nothing
band.
inside of it.
Just a perfect, no, just artwork, a perfect circle.
Perfect circle, my so-called life.
Patent pending, patent pending. I'm working on that. I'm working on that.
All right, well, I'll draw that up for you. You just let me know what kind of
That'll be the nice one.
yes, we need to have a distinct one that we hand nice old ladies. Go, here you go. This is what you need to.
I had such a good time, and people were so nice. In today's world, you truly don't know. Like, I am overtly polite, so I notice how rude people are, and it
Yeah.
kind of makes me jaded. And being around the people at the Desert Quilters Quilt Show, it put a smile on my face.
Mm.
It is something else when people are genuinely happy to see you.
Well, especially when we were going on that elevator, remember? And that you just kept saying like please and thank you and all, and that lady was just like overtaken by the fact that you were so polite.
Which scares me of how many rude people are in her life.
Yes.
I say please, I say please and thank you for everything. I treat
And then I
people how I
realized
want to be treated.
and so I came back, and I'm still being I'm still doing like, "May I please?" and all that stuff just because, you've rubbed off on me a little bit. And I just realized how rude my family is. I was like, "No, you need to say please and thank you when you're doing things, girls and husband." Yeah,
My son is overly polite, and I'm behind him, just like, good for you.
yeah.
People tell me all the time, they're like, your son's so polite, and I'm like, he better be, he better be.
I know one of my kids said, "Mom, you're saying please and thank you a little bit more lately." I was like, "I know, I need to be nicer to people. I just need to." Yeah.
It's I worked in the service industry, and people forget you exist. They treat you like you're not a real human. I go out of my way to remind people of thanking them for making my food, for parking my car, or whatever it is.
But do you know what my line is at school? When people say thank you to me, I always say, "It's my pleasure." Like I'm a Chick-fil-A worker.
Oh.
I know, but I've been saying it way before I knew Chick-fil-A said it. Like, they would tell me thank you for doing something for them, and I was like, "Oh, it's my pleasure."
you know, and it's so cliche, But like, and don't get me wrong, I'm a dragon just like everybody else. But I just try to be one less rude person in the world. And don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, I have my days. I feel like sometimes I feel like people put sugar in my gas tank sometimes. I have
Mhm.
those days, but it's better to be polite to people. People are so rude, it's
Absolutely.
unbelievable, especially cashiers at stores. Exactly. I've been that cashier though, so I know how it is. I come from a very polite culture. I'm sure you're shocked. People used to be overtly polite around me, and it just kind of disappeared. I consider it just a weird mutual respect to have for people.
Absolutely.
You can always tell if someone has worked in any type of service industry based on how they act. When very true. And I try to tip as much as I can. Hey Nancy, hello, great to
Hi,
see you.
Nancy.
I'm very nice to people, but some days it's hard to be nice. So Linda, I struggle with this because people are not nice anymore. Like even today, I said, excuse me, because my son was kind of blocking the road, and this guy kind of was like rudely, like, oh, you're excused. I just walked by. My son walked up next to me. He's like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud
He just knows that
because he
sometimes.
knows I'd be like, excuse me, we were being polite. But people don't even know how to treat people being polite. It's
No,
insane. It's a
no, you're
mad, mad world. Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you so much. And I've been that guy sitting in a restaurant by myself about to get a rush. Like I know what these people are going through. So I
Mhm.
don't judge, you know? And even there was this one guy who like was like, "Oh man, I want to be like you." I was like, "I am 20 years older than you. One day you will be just like me.
Yes.
You got to get there first." Oh, it's true. People
It
you
is.
see
No, it
someone
is. Yeah.
you see someone at a certain point in their life, you don't know what they've been through to get there.
Right.
Good, bad, or indifferent.
Mhm.
Oh, people in Louisiana are nice. They are. I've been there. Being kind costs nothing, and maybe the thing someone needs absolutely to turn their day around. Do you know how many people I've had a bad
Yep.
day and I just have a conversation with someone and it changes everything? And you could feel it when you're like, well, it wasn't that serious, anyways.
Yeah.
People in
But I
Louisiana are not.
I really take what Shalom just said seriously, especially at school, because I don't know what kid has woken up and they didn't see a parent that day. They didn't have breakfast. They didn't have anything. And I could be the first smile that they see in the morning. And so I'm
Absolutely.
always out in the hallway saying hi to all my kids. That's like a motto I have. No matter if they're a kindergartner, I will hunt them down. I'll hunt them.
Yesterday we went to the store, went to the first cashier. The lady goes, "No, I'm not checking you out. I'm on
Mm.
break." It was like all I could do was to not say anything. So I said fine and went to the other one. Then don't
Then don't
stand there.
stand
See,
at the
that bugs me.
register,
If you're standing
girlfriend.
there, I would have to in through the nose, out through the mouth.
Mm,
Oh man.
put a sign on there saying on break something.
It's the golden rule. I have no room for rudeness. If someone is rude, I just say, have a nice day, Bon Jovi, and walk away. So true. Like, even today, I was tested.
Yeah.
Plus, I need to stop going to the grocery store hungry. You would laugh if you saw what Isaiah and I purchased today.
No, you talked about this
I let
last
him
time.
buy a giant thing of cotton candy. I was weak. I was weak. But I got my blue cookies. We got food.
Yeah, you got your blue
What's that?
cookies. Just make sure you don't eat half this cotton candy before he comes back.
No, stuff like that. If I eat too much of that, it makes me physically ill. I've learned my lesson. I
Okay.
used to go to a lot of state fairs as a child, and that's when like you'd get
Mm,
$1 and you'd come back with a giant cotton
yeah.
candy fro. Like
Mhm.
Okay. Do you do there's a lot of people like this. Do you do self-checkout? So do
I
I.
do. Yes.
It depends. Like
Yeah.
when I go grocery shopping, I will not do self-checkout because I have a gajillion items. When I go to Walmart, my
Mhm.
Walmart has cashiers. They have this weird self-checkout where you're actually the cashier, and then they have the actual self-checkout.
Yeah. Um, well, when I go to Walmart, I always have, like, less than 15 items anyway because I go
Mhm.
grocery shopping somewhere else. So, yeah, I always do self-checkout at Walmart, and Target and all those other stores. But when I go to the grocery store, I always go to the line because 'cause they're faster.
I haven't been to Target in years, and now that there's a Wetzel's Pretzels
Mm.
at Walmart, I have no need to go to Target. No, because
I
we have this place called Jamba Juice. Do you guys have Jamba Juice? It's
I've
a
heard of
health.
it,
They sell
but
health
no.
drinks with enough sugar to
Mm.
get you going like this. It's like a cup of coffee in the morning. But they make these
Great.
wheat pretzels that are amazing. But you can't keep me on the farm after they got Wetzel's Pretzels now. No self checkout. Depends
Mm.
if it's one item. I knew a lot of people. I knew somebody that refused to go through the drive-through. Refused. Never went through the drive-through when they'd
Mhm.
ever order anything. So, I have three things I might do self-checkout, but usually no. I always manage to make all the alarms go off. I do self-checkout. It just depends.
Oh, right.
Plus, I don't want the cashier judging me of why I bought 2 packages of Reese's eggs. I know.
Oh, they're not gonna judge you. Oh my word. They'd be like, "Yes, go get some more, because 'cause I'm gonna buy them if you don't."
There's this one cashier at the grocery store I go to. She always is like, "Oh, you didn't get enough," or you like. Sometimes she annoys me. I absolutely love her, but sometimes I'm like,
Mhm.
I haven't had lunch yet. This level of sarcasm is not healthy for any of us.
Not ready for today. Kmart, huh? Mm.
It makes business call. If I make a business call and someone is rude, I address it. You're having a bad day. We all have those. I agree, Terry, but it seems to me that I don't even know what it is. When I had a job, there was an error of you should be thankful to have that job. And so you would treat the people with the same attitude of, hey, man, I'm lucky to have this job. And it's just not that way anymore.
Mhm.
And you know what? Maybe we were all just a bunch of shrubs. Maybe we were just a bunch of robots. But every job I had, I would go to and I'd flip that switch. I didn't want to be at Carl's Jr. I didn't want to be at the steakhouse, but I'd walk up to the steakhouse and be like, hello. I am your waiter, William, the cheery brown guy. How are you this evening? Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, Lord.
You know,
I can't
and
imagine
people
you being
were
my waiter.
I was way more clean shaven, but people are I don't know. So it's very
Oh,
much.
yeah.
I don't do self checkout. You always end up needing a person anyways, and they get their rolled eyes. This is very true. Hey, it's the machine, not me. There is a young lady who works
Mhm.
at my Walmart. I tell her all the every time whenever she sees me, she smiles because I tell her smile. It's not that serious, but she just like has this look like she's ready to fight everybody. And I feel sorry for her because she's like 5'11", and she just like looks at
Mhm.
you like I think they hired her because she can look over everybody's shoulder at the checkout. Oh, I don't use self
Oh,
checkout. Can't stand for
oh,
someone to watch
no.
over me like I'm gonna steal something. We had such a pilfering problem at my local Walmart. They shut it down for months. Everything I can beep 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 will beep 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 if I'm nearby. When I worked at the store and I was
Oh,
on break, the other girl wasn't checking. I'd count it. I would do the same thing. I would go wait on them. Yes, the owner watches the video and he gave me a raise and paid me for my lunch. Exactly. I'm telling you, Nancy, I
awesome.
would do that. I would work on my lunch. I would just take 5 minutes on the back end. Be like, oh no, I helped you with the lunch rush. I'll be back. Oh, I give them slack. If they continue, I'll ask them to speak to someone. So let me ask you a question. Are you a may I please speak to your manager type?
It all depends on what the situation is. I mean, if it's like a safety concern, yes, I'm going to.
I am a world famous trophy carrying
You have the
last
badge of honor.
level. When you defeat all the Karens, you meet me. But I'm not rude. I am still in my may I please. I'm more disappointed in everyone. If I'm asking for a manager, I'm
Yeah.
disappointed. With all my business over.
Yeah, I mean, it's only if the waitress tried to help me, but it's a safety issue, then I'm all about the manager. But I just deal with it.
This bothers
Mm.
me as well, Terry. This happens at my Walmart all the time. I started going to the local one because it's less than 3 minutes by my house. Is the convenience, but they are so lax. Every other Walmart has standards for some reason, except for this particular store. Sometimes you have to speak it. It's so sad, but I'm the same way. I try not to be that person. But also, do
Mhm.
you think we have too high of expectations?
No,
I
not at
need to
all.
hear that over and over because I feel bad sometimes because I've been these people. That's why I don't get crazy with them. But if you don't want, I don't know. I'm old school. Even when I would buy,
I
this
just
is
think
the reason why I don't like Joann's. I would go to the Joann's in my town and they would give me an attitude. When I would go to the one in Vegas, they would be like, welcome. When I go to the one in the valley, they're falling over themselves. In my town, they're snoot boots. So I hated Joanne.
mhm, it all
I
depends on where you
hated Joanne.
are. Mhm.
They're going under it. I'm like, good. But it's because I received terrible customer service. And I don't care if my patches
Yeah.
scare you. Like I'm just there to I'm trying to make a caftan. Leave me alone. I'm gonna make the captain. That video is coming. The, the captain
Alright.
of redemption. Oh, I've called corporate before. I had a problem in a bank and I called corporate and they called me back because they didn't want to get sued. I was actually shocked. I don't bank with them anymore, but I was actually shocked. No, not
Mhm.
high, not high enough. Joanne's is okay. So Nancy says no. Joanne's is rude. Okay. I don't take a lot of things personal. I had experiences at Hobby Lobby, and if you Google it, I'm not the only person. I'm not the only one it's happened to. And it's of
Yeah.
all walks of life. So once I saw that, I'm like, okay, I don't take it personal. Nope, 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 not personal. When I did tell the manager all the stories because I know him and I went there for years. I just said to him, "You lost me. Put someone on the register. I don't need them to give a computer lessons." Oh, that would drive me insane.
Mm.
I can build computers. Why pay them to stand there? They're still using a system at Carl's Jr. They used 25 years ago. The work standard today is so bad. Nobody wants to work. They just want money to do nothing. I totally agree. It bothers me
I agree.
because I spend a lot of money and I don't know where to stand anymore. Do you feel that in North Carolina? Customer
About
service?
just
Or are people polite?
mm, it all depends on where I am. If it's like a mom pop place, it's just they're over in abundance. They're just beautiful, wonderful people. But if I'm in the corporate world, I mean, it's just give or take. I just ignore them if they start being rude to me because I'm like, oh, there's something going on deeper.
I feel the same way.
I just keep smiling.
I recently kind of had it, not too bad, but like I had an experience at Walmart and I was like, wow, you must be hurting. You must be
Yeah.
really hurting. It was someone who worked there, and I'm like, oh man, you're having a terrible, not a bad day, you're having a terrible day.
Hmm.
But that's when I don't know.
And it's nothing you can fix. So
But where is that line between like, because I'm all here for workers' rights, but if you don't want to be there, I don't want you to be there either.
No. But maybe it's just depending on what their life was before, this is the best that they can get at the moment.
Come to California. We are hiring for everything. We are hiring. You can
Yeah.
get a job doing anything right now where I live. It depends on if they're actually from North Carolina or from somewhere else.
Mhm. That's true also, Sheila, you're
It's so
right.
sad. I feel like this about like people in this area. I can tell how jolly they are. I sometimes I try to figure out
Mhm.
what it is, and it just made me laugh when I finally went out in the world, when I was able to become a consumer, when I finally financially was able to go out and do anything I wanted to. Customer service is just Swiss cheese.
Yep, it's hit or miss, definitely.
Did you feel like that in Las Vegas?
Hmm. No, not really. I mean, there was a couple people that I can think of, but everyone just seemed
And
happy.
that one woman at the Goodwill, that actual Goodwill, that's the second time that's happened to me at that Goodwill, where they just took forever.
Yeah. Like, what she had to be paged twice.
Were they playing a card
Um,
game back
yeah.
there? Were they?
Well, the thing is, I feel that if you have 2 people on registers, at least one person should know codes so that they can void things out. Like, you shouldn't have to call
That's
for
how it used to
somebody.
be.
Like, you have to be able to trust your cashiers, and if you can't trust your cashiers, then I don't know. You have to trust people. I always gave out my codes to my cashiers, and then I would change my code at the end of the
Yeah,
night.
yeah, yeah, totally. I would do the same.
So,
Totally.
I was like, I'm not gonna be here for you the whole time. I might have to be working in the kitchen getting food up, and, I worked at McDonald's for 17 years. So I was like, I can't just run around like a chicken with my head
Oh,
cut off
absolutely.
sometimes. So, yeah, I'm like, "Take my
The
code and
world's a
run,
di
please. Just
the world's
don't
a
be."
different place than it used to be. You can get to teach your kids to be good adults, and then employers need to train and give probation. I'm a It's true though. The world has
Yeah.
changed. I think that's what it is. I came from a very no nonsense hardcore world, and even at my job, I was told like I don't take excuses. Like in any
Mm-mm.
way, shape, or form. I was told to lighten up, and I literally was like, lighten up, lighten up. But it's true. But because I was never allowed to give excuses in my life, I'm just like, no, this failed. And I will
Mhm.
not sit there and equivocate for 2 hours of why.
But there are kids that will.
I'm getting ready to take a trip to New York. I've been told that they're very rude people. Sure hope there are some very kind. So it depends on what part of New York you're going to. People in upstate New York
Yeah.
are salt of the earth. I've been to Manhattan. I love telling this story. I was in, I was 40
Go
flights
ahead.
up, and I looked out the window. New York's beautiful at night, and a rat was looking at me. What are you doing here? So Manhattan, the island of Manhattan, is a different animal than the state of New York.
I agree.
New York is different than what part are you going to? I'm so curious now. What part are you going to? My goal is to raise kids that that when they grow up, other adults want to be around them. Absolutely. I'm so proud
Absolutely.
when my son is polite. I'm not kidding you. I'm like, I stand there and clap, especially because he says, "May I please?" And people are like, "You two are aliens. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are space
Yes.
aliens." Or like people, like cultures that demand respect, people always tell me, "I like how you speak." Employers do not train their employees anymore. Man, if you work at my job, you got to go
Mhm.
through like at least 8 hours of videos. I feel sorry for the new people.
Oh, yeah.
Don't let
Yes.
me.
I can't tell you how they used to spend 2 days back on the computer just doing things before they could even get on the floor. And then you have to train them for 3 days after that, minimum.
I worked at Walmart in 1997. No, 1998, and you were on the computer for days.
Mhm.
And same thing, you were basically probationary until you could figure out what you were doing. But for 2 or 3 days,
Mhm.
you were in the back room on the computer,
Yep. With all the safety training
answering
and
all the
yes.
quizzes and watching those grainy videos.
Oh, mhm. I still remember the VHSs. We used to pick McDonald's had them, and we used to pop them in when we were on break and watch them because they were absolutely 100% hilarious. They were just from, like, the 1970s. It was just beautiful. It was so funny. I still remember them.
Young people today think their problems are more
Hmm.
important than ever. I call this player one syndrome, where people think that like I don't know, they just no action. There's no consequences to their actions.
No.
I run into that a lot actually. But I try to raise my son old school where like I teach him the value of money. He'll be like, I want this and this. Okay, you have to earn it. And then I'll give him just enough. And they'll say the price, and I'm like, oh, we forgot about tax. Here's an extra buck.
Mhm. Well, he's amazing kid. You're doing a really great job
Oh,
with him.
thank you. I worked years ago
Yeah.
at a big call center in Tempe, Arizona. We had to be trained for a full month before we were allowed on the floor. Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
wow.
Mainly the city of New York and Niagara
Yeah.
Falls. In
Oh, I haven't been there yet.
I think that's the one port I have not traveled into a different country either.
So when are we going?
You're ready to go. You're like, oh, my bags are packed. Summer.
My bags will be packed in the middle of May. I'm done from the middle of May to the beginning of August, so I can travel anytime.
Some New Yorkers are rude, but
Okay.
it's more that they are no nonsense. But New Yorkers will help others. They are boots on the ground. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, Terry. I
Me
was waiting
too.
for your response on that one. Mhm.
Me too. Me too. I'm the same way when people talk about people from LA. My first thing will be like, how do you know that person's from Los Angeles? Like, so, like some people are rude here. Not everybody eats wheatgrass.
I know, like, sometimes there'd be a few times where I, like, get my feathers would be ruffled, and I'd be, like, up like a rooster going, "What? You're talking about New York? No. No, that's not how we are." But, yeah, it's
I'm
interesting.
telling you, I like my city is many parts are devastated. And if anyone talks trash about LA, I'm like, watch yourself.
Mhm.
I get it. And there's parts of my own city I won't drive into. I get it. I get it. Niagara Falls is so great. I was there when I was there when the time when you could walk under the falls and look out. Now you can't go there anymore.
Mm.
Wow. There's a lot of places like that. I used to go surfing in San Diego towards the border all the time, and now they like tell you don't go near there. There's all kinds of stuff. And here,
I bet.
they're like when Isaiah was younger, I found every free thing you could do in Southern California, and a lot of those places are just closed nowadays. It's sad. I still want to go to the hatchery where the fish are like they're like zoo animals. You hold your hand and they just start jumping over each other because they think that you have feed in your hand. Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. I've seen videos like
We
that.
had this one place and they had these dispensers. They were old school because they took dimes. The dispensers, they took quarters and
Mhm.
dimes, and you'd get some feed and you could feed
Mhm.
the fish. When you have little guys that, free stuff is amazing. Because you run out of stuff to do when you have kids.
Like, how many petting zoos can we
Oh.
find? Yeah.
How many times can we go to the park? How many? Oh man, that word, I hated that word. We go to the park. Ah, we were just there yesterday.
Nothing's changed. No,
Oh,
I know, but his best friend was probably there.
oh,
Who knows?
we went on my parents went on their honeymoon in Niagara Falls. I love stories like that.
Mhm.
What is funny is someone coming from a large city and coming to a small town. Small towns are laid back. Cashiers want to talk. Someone from the city just wants to get in, get out. This is true. This is so true.
Yes, I agree.
When I lived in Oregon, people were much more chatty than in California. They'd be checking you up like, so where are you from? I know you're not from here.
Yes. Oh, I used to get that all the time when I first came down to North Carolina, like, "You don't have a Southern accent. Where are you from?
Do people
You don't
do
look like
people ask you
others."
random questions? I have this weird image of what I went through in the South. And it wasn't anything bad. It was
I
just
I do, and then if they know what family I come from, there's even more questions because our family's, pretty up there in the world of where in our town.
oh, I totally get that. My last
So
name gets me a look. Not always good.
so does yeah, so does ours because my father-in-law was the president of, the hospital board, and he's a big icon in the community. So, yeah, if they know I'm related to him, then I kinda have to I'm up on a pedestal a little bit more, unfortunately. I don't like it, but I have to just behave.
When I went to a fast food place in Texas, the cashier was so slow. My life is fast paced. I need to eat 10 minutes ago. Punch those buttons, cha-ching. Okay. I'm not kidding you. Sometimes I feel like I'm hypoglycemic. I don't mean to put people in this position, but when I am at the register, I need you to ring that up because I need to eat food. Or I'm either gonna pass out or just run
Mhm.
out the door. I am
I
like
agree.
real life hypoglycemic. Maybe I need to start carrying Snickers bars. I'm serious. I got addicted to these weird
Yeah.
Gatorade protein. They were like these protein bars, but the box it started off as 20 and it went up to $30 a box. I couldn't.
Oh, most of the protein bars are all I'll shoot out to you with having my surgery and everything. There's ones that I like more than others because they still taste sweet, but they don't have, like, that
I know.
protein
Yep.
powder
Oh
taste,
yeah.
you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I know exactly. I've tried them all
Yeah,
because
that
I
cardboard,
need
ugh.
breakfast in the morning, so on the way to work, I have to eat something. It's non-questionable. Like I am not the same person. I am literally breathing fire.
Mm.
Literally breathing fire without breakfast. I went to one of the stores today and heard all about Sean, the cashier's wife, all about trying to get her sister's wedding in Ohio. Oh man, see, I need to start carrying Snickers with me because you start talking about your sister's wedding. I'm gonna do one of these. Like, hey man, I'm gonna do the potty dance because I gotta leave. I don't even have to go to the bathroom. I'm just impatient. Oh no. Yep, Sheila, that is the life in a small community. When I moved to Kentucky, everyone knew I wasn't from there. I'm from Michigan, and now I sound like I'm from the South.
Oh,
Someone I grew up, I absolutely love and respect this man. He's from California, but he moved to Tennessee at like 12, 13. He sounds like he's from Tennessee.
got that
Oh,
southern bumpkin voice.
oh,
That's
he
what I
tries
call
to
it.
switch it up when he talks to me, but when he gets excited, it comes out.
Oh,
Open up my drinks at my store and I'm walking around. That is so frowned upon here. That is so frowned upon. Do you open up stuff in the store?
no, I don't. Mm-mm. Like, I even feel guilty for, like, eating a grape just to see if they're sweet or sour, you know? But, no, I don't open up any drinks or food or
I've
anything when I'm
never
in the
even
store.
tasted the candy they have laying around in there in the candy dispenser because my store still has the old school where you get the tongs and you can put it in the bag and weigh it.
Oh, yeah.
I, w- I wouldn't
That's
even let
cool.
my son attack those things. Ring it up. Ring it up, and then you can talk to me when someone else is preparing my food. My son-in-law was laughing at me. Kept, kept wanting him to whisper, "Why is she not punching some buttons?" Saying, not weighing. Oh, that is
And
hilarious. I'm like that too, Terry. I'm the same way. I am the same way. I live in the Hampton Roads area. It's not small, but it's the South. I
mhm.
do like the earlier someone said something about Louisiana. They are extremely polite in the South. I was not prepared for that. People were extremely polite, but they were like people like on the West Coast. No one will ever ask you where you're from. No one will ever ask you like where you go on Sundays. No one ever in the history of it. No one cares. But on in the South it's a little bit different.
Just a little.
I was just
Just a
with
little.
someone eating such as tasting a grape. I'm not going to comment. I would never. I see, but my parents were drilled. Like, man, my parents' number one rule.
I've always wanted to,
My
but I feel
parents were always
guilty.
like, "Do not embarrass us." So I never. When I was a kid in the store, I was like this because I knew there was consequences and repercussions to my actions.
Mhm.
I can't believe I freed the chair and the oopsie pile is looking like.
Looking great.
Oh man.
I'm
I used
glad
to
my
give
chair's
my
ready.
kids juice boxes too, and they were small. I just always made sure not to take the one with the barcode.
Mhm.
I tried to eat before. I broke my rule today. Go in the grocery store. I walked in there starving. I bought Doritos, cookies, muffins. I'm just remembering I have muffins. I will be right back.
Oh, what kind of muffins do
Lemon
you have?
poppy and chocolate.
I'll take a chocolate one, please. Can you heat it up for 15, 20 seconds? Thank you.
That's almost as if I am still waiting for my food. I'm the same way, Terry. Do not like. I'm not kidding you. And you know what? Maybe I shouldn't wait as long, but I am like half hypoglycemic when I'm hungry. So do not get between me and my food. I'll talk to you. I'll eat like this, standing up while you're talking to me. I do not do that, but it's wrong to taste a grape. Is it wrong to taste a grape? 20 minutes.
I can't do it. I've always wanted
I
to, but I
say
can't.
straight to the gulag.
I just feel like
I made my kids cross their arms when they went to the grocery store. I was so scared of my
oh,
father would give us a speech that would make you tremble as an adult. He would line us up in the parking lot and be like, "Do not get lost. Do not draw so much attention to yourself that we are explaining our actions." Like he had a list.
mm,
Oh, he had a, but I was always the youngest, so I was always in the car. With the price of grapes, yes, I'm gonna taste one. I grow grapes, Linda. I have not purchased grapes in like yikes 13, 14, 15 years. I grow grapes.
mm.
Oh, that is so funny. How much are grapes? Are grapes expensive?
Um, they can be anywhere from like if they're on special, like 250 a pound to $6 a pound, depending on what
I'm
kind of
gonna
grape it
start
is.
charging. I come
They can,
I'll give you 10 pounds for free because they grow like weeds around here.
I like them a little on the sweeter side. You like them
Bitter,
sour.
sour. No, but see the thing is you have to
Yeah.
pluck them. They grow when you let them grow completely, they're grapes. I pluck them
Yeah.
when they're sour grapes are not ripe yet. So if you're eating sour grapes, they're not ripe. I love sour grapes. They're because they're like nature's
Well, you
candy.
yeah. Do you have seedless?
The ones right outside my window are not. The ones on the big arbor are.
Mhm. Okay.
So the green, no, purple are seedless.
Okay. Well, I will be eating purple ones. Thank you. I don't want to deal with a
And they
seed.
go from bitter to just glorious because they when they're
Mm,
growing, everything is just compact in the grapes. So the reason why they're sour is because they're not completely spread throughout. They haven't grown to their full potential yet. Oh, now I'm craving grapes that won't be
mhm.
here for months. I'm gonna go water
No.
for no reason tonight. Oh,
Oh, fertilize them a little bit too.
I haven't bought grapes in forever. I cannot remember the last time I bought grapes. Tell me if you taste a grape. There's no difference between that and stealing. Okay, I try not to be that hardcore. That's why I go to Costco. They give you samples, so you don't feel like pilfering. They feed you at Costco. They're like, this cuts the
I
stealing
need to
down.
go.
Feed them, feed 'em. My store will even get up a large fruit. Okay, my store will do this too. Short of raw fish, they'll let you taste anything, especially if you go to the deli.
Mhm.
Are
Oh,
you getting
yeah.
it? Wow.
They go, "Oh, is this thin enough for you?" Like, if you're getting deli meat, and they'll even let you take it and
Oh,
eat
I'm
it,
ready,
so
Terry.
mm,
I love sour seedless grapes. My
yeah.
favorite are crab apples. Oh man, I walk through my backyard just chomping those things. Have you ever made wine
Yeah.
with your grapes? No, but I know people that make wine with less grapes than I have. It's so shocking. Every year they have their vines on a hill, and every year they make wine with less than what I have. I bought blueberries and I didn't like them, so I brought them to a coworker and I said, I don't like these blueberries. Do you want them? She said, you don't like them because they're grapes. Ha ha ha.
Oh,
Terry, my
Terry.
grapes they're not like the ones at the stores are pumped full of hormones. My grapes are real grapes. It's kind of like when you see a real banana, you're like, what is this? If you ever saw like
Sh Yeah, Sheila, do you have muscadine and, grapes around you and Scumpernhoff? Because that's the grapes that I grow
wow,
those.
I've never taken a bite out of an apple before buying it. I
Oh,
just take for granted that I buy the green
no.
ones and take for granted that they're going to be sour. Think about it. Oh,
The Granny
obsessed.
Smiths.
Obsessed.
Mhm. Have you ever had a
Yes.
Macintosh? Because they can be sweet and they can be sour too, if they're picked early
Think about
enough.
it. If you have 50 people eating one single grape from a bag, that's a ton of money lost to the store.
Mhm. It is. It is.
Twinny McTwin is over there screaming, fight the power, eat the grape.
I I just wanna know what I'm buying. Not all grapes are created equal,
You know what?
and I'll buy it.
I'm weird with stuff like that. I would not, but I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just weird like that. I can't even say it's my upbringing because I continued the action. So I'm just one of those
Yeah.
people who I do not participate in stuff like that. I think it like
I I haven't because I want to, but I
the
haven't.
grapes, those were the tiny ones with seeds. I love those.
I just wanna clarify, I do not eat grapes. I do not go and I just pick up the bag. I want to, but I don't.
Oh, I walk around and thank nature for its candy in my backyard. I was like, these
Yeah.
blueberries are bitter. Oh, I love bitter grapes. Not that I've seen.
Okay.
I think they know people are gonna absolutely okay. Even at when I worked in fast food, they had a certain amount that we'd write off every day for like mistakes. If someone got a wrong order, it was always a write off. And the store took a
Yeah.
heavy amount into consideration every day. There are about three varieties of banana, and 99% of us buy one in North America. I have them in my house right now. My son, he's so funny. He buys bananas, and because he likes me making banana bread, he'll hide them. And I'm like, stop making the bananas go bad. He's like, will you make banana bread now?
Oh my word. No, he
Drives
doesn't.
me I love bananas. They're filling too. And like
Mhm.
it drives me mentally insane.
Good job,
So we've
Isaiah.
been eating a lot of banana bread lately. Oh, I told him though, even today, because I completely cleaned the kitchen. I'm like, stop it with the bananas. If you want banana bread, we'll just make it.
Yeah.
Oh, it drives me crazy. Oh, Terry's allergic. Open lunch meat in a piece before. I have stopped buying lunch meat, and I will refrain of saying why. I almost was tempted today, but then I just bought avocados, and I'll make guacamole.
Mhm. Oh, that sounds
Oh, I was
delicious.
so tempted, but then I was like, you know what? Just stick to what you know. No, there's been all kinds of weird outbreaks, and
Like,
people just can't hang. And I worked at a slaughterhouse, and I know how hardcore it is. It is when
mhm.
something like that happens. So I'm just gonna stick to everything's made in lime juice. Everything has to be run through a filter before I eat it.
Everything. That's good to know. Thank you for that information.
But it's
Thank
it's
you.
it's a West Coast thing, and it's a bunch of farms that were here. So it's not like if it was countrywide, you would know. I pay attention to stuff like that because
Mhm.
I do eat certain farms, and I do eat Foster Farms chicken, and I do eat like, hey man, sometimes you need that 6.99 chicken for 50 pieces. Hey Sydney, hello.
I see.
Even today, my son, like we got home, I did not notice that young man bought multiple packages of chicken wings, and he knows my beef with chicken wings. He bought the sauce and everything.
He's ready.
Make an extra meatloaf next time, William, and cut it into slices. When it's cold, you know I love meatloaf. I live for
Oh, it's
meatloaf. Great to see you, Sydney. Great to see you. I make my own bread, so I don't buy it in the store.
well, I wish I
Me
had time for that.
too. Oh,
Mm,
I bought bagels today because I need bread in my life. I'm serious. Yeah, I remember when I was in QRT truck and had to go to IBM meet to pick up a load. The smell of slaughterhouse is unreal. Oh, they loved me. They loved
can
me. I didn't flinch. I was the prodigal son walking in there. They loved me working at slaughterhouses. If you wonder, try to buy just one grape, wonder if the register, they'll charge you. They'll find a way.
I'll
Great to see
figure it
you,
out.
Sydney. Great to see you. Actually, I think the point is that grapes cannot be ripe. You may want to taste one, not bread. I'm telling you, Costco.
Yeah.
I started doing that as well. I'm telling you, Costco.
Mm.
Go to Costco. I swear my parents would take us during a certain time of day. They're like, this is cheaper than lunch.
Yeah. Even though you can go get a slice of pizza for $2
Buck
or a hot
50
dog,
here.
whatever it
I think
is,
it's
and a drink.
still like either a buck 50 or $2. Yeah.
$1.50, I think. Yeah. And, yeah, hit up all the samples. There's one on almost every
Oh
aisle,
yeah.
it feels like.
Oh yeah. I watched
Mhm.
everything, Barry. Think about it. How many people touched it? In my old videos, I used to
I
give a
know.
speech about scabies and bed bugs, and then I had to stop doing it because people were like, "We love your tutorial videos, but stop reminding us of the evil that lurks in our clothes."
Yes, please. Thank you.
No, because I'm a big thrifter. I flash fry everything. I wash
Mhm.
everything, even if it's brand new.
Yeah.
Never been used.
I I'm on that too. I'm on that
I
train.
washed those snow boots. I put them completely in my washing machine, and everything gets flash fried.
Mhm.
You can buy live chickens in some places here. I don't even drive down that block. I don't want to hear the poor things before they bite the big one. Here, people have
Oh,
chickens in their like in my neighborhood, not as much as others, but people have chickens in their backyard. So it's not rare to hear the rooster, the cock-a-doodle doo in the morning.
really? They allow that in the
Yeah,
city
you'd be
limits?
surprised. Like you're allowed to own a rooster and up to like 4 or 5 chickens in the city, in your tiny backyard.
Oh, we can't have a rooster at all in the city limits. And there's no limit on hens. But hens only make noises when
Yeah.
when they're laying eggs. That's the only time they so
Oh yeah, in LA County. Well, I lived in MacArthur Park, and I found that out because first I lived in an apartment, and every single backyard had chickens. Every single
Mm.
backyard. And it's weird. I've always been a midnight life kind of person. I would be doing my laundry at sunrise, and you would hear the roosters in the city, in MacArthur Park. It is the strangest, and there's like 50 going off at the same time.
As soon as they see speck of light, they're on
Oh,
it.
that will forever remind me. Like in MacArthur Park is the heart of LA. It is like over the bridge from
Yeah.
downtown. That will forever remind me of Los
Okay.
Angeles. Is roosters, and even here where I live, because I'm more out in the suburbs. Same rules. My neighbor
Hmm.
behind me, she was a
Interesting.
kindergarten teacher forever, and she had a full incubator house, everything, never smelt it once. She was so clean. She was
Yes. See, there's people like
never
us out
heard
there.
never heard him once. And I knew her my whole life. Like I'm always in my backyard. I didn't even know she had birds back there. But
Oh, wow.
well, she had a
That's really good.
giant, she basically turned a shed into where the chickens lived. And our backyards are
Mhm.
fairly big, so she let them wander around, but I rarely heard them. She was just a
It's
clean
amazing.
human.
That's fun. Yes. I customers. I like neighbors like that.
Hey,
Yes, I do.
Zodiac! Hens are chatty.
Hi,
They like to
Zoni. How are you
argue with each
doing?
other while they.
Mhm. Especially if they both want that same
Oh,
nest.
this is so true.
Absolutely. And it's just like I could have 2 nesting boxes, but they all want that one nesting box.
And
Oh, same one.
it's
I
a
don't get it.
territory thing. Animals are just funny that
It
way.
is. Okay. You guys, I am incubating chickens starting Monday. I am so excited. Like, you have no idea. It's like a kid at a candy store. I can't wait to show you my new baby chickens. Oh, so not only will I have Lucy May, but I'll have chickens.
I could have chickens here if I wanted. Do not want. Would only do it to bug my rude
Mhm.
neighbor that abuses the puppy who lives there. Oh, I would yell. I would get on somebody if they were mean to their dog. Like I'm that neighbor.
Yeah, I
Nah,
don't put up
I'll
with
speak
that.
up. I won't even call the city. I'm gonna scare you and say something to you face to face.
Mhm. Hmm. Oh, I can't wait.
But where I live, people treat dogs better than people.
I think that's
So you
everywhere.
rarely hear about things like that. Around here, you'll hear like, "Oh, that lady left $20 million to her Pomeranian." That is not rare around here.
Are you
Yeah, you've
serious?
never. It happens all the time. People
I mean,
will.
wow, I've heard like a couple cases.
Oh,
Never.
people have given
No.
full estates to animals.
There's something wrong with those people on so many levels. But I think it's just a joke because they probably had kids and they're like, well, the dogs treat me better than my kids do, so I'm going to leave everything to the dog. I mean, I bet it's just like a huge just joke for the kids.
Well, then all of a sudden there's an executive over your money. That's not a joke.
No, exactly.
I have to see if the Dodger game's on. Sorry.
You said the dogs are
No,
cute.
ESPN is sending me these really weird notifications.
Yeah. Did the Canes win?
I didn't look, but they had to have, unless it was a catastrophic failure.
True.
That's my favorite part of the evening is watching all the hockey scores, just like watching the games all over again. Last one we incubated, 17 chicks and none of them made it to maturity.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So I'm incubating silkies. Hold on. I just lost it. Oh, Polish and barnyard mix.
Oh,
I
wow.
can't wait. hmm We'll have some Easter eggers and different things inside of them. But I'm taking all the Polish and all of the silkies home with me. I don't care if they're roosters or hens. I will figure that out. I'm going to have some
I
ornamental
would love to
chickens.
have chickens, but I have neighbors that have too many dogs that roam. I would love to have four and name them Henny Penny, Lucy, and Ethel.
I love that.
I would name mine.
I love how people name
I would name them
animals.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
They're not
Whatever.
ducks.
Keep the fantasy going.
Aw.
Another dog is in their front yard. It's about 8-month-old German Shepherd, and my little dog weighs more than it does. Aww. I miss having dogs. I do. All this talk makes me want to get a big old hound dog. But Rufus Leopold Cleophas I needs more room to roam around. They're two Polish.
Yes.
Bantam mixes that are like the size of crows. Yikes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you would like it, William.
We call the crows around here big chickens because they're huge. They're huge, but they're not that big. They're not like raven size.
But I used to have Jersey Giants and Australops, and they're beautiful. Barred Rocks, Rhode Island Reds, Leghorns. I've had many different types of chickens, and the Jersey Giants were my favorite. They were like just calm, beautiful animals. They let me pick them up. But then Flash came into my life. But yeah, they do have. That's what I'm worried about because I'm going to have tiny chickens. So I'm going to have tiny eggs, but I'm okay with that. They're free, technically. Well, they're not free. I got to pay for food and stuff like that. But in my budget, they're free food. Oh, I can't wait.
Sorry, my house is a train station right now.
Mm-hmm.
I live out in the country, so there's no leash laws. That's the number one reason people get sued around here. Is because of dogs.
Yeah, I could see that being in the city.
We have so many crows here. We don't think it's spiritual. They just live here. It's kind of like the crickets. This neighborhood is infested. I'll walk out of my house and there will be 50 crows on the trees. Yes, I don't think it's
Really?
eerie or anything. They live in my area, and they have for a very long time.
So you just listen. I mean, you just listen to them all day long making their noises because
I turn the like every once in a while I'll hear that ka ka ka, but I tune it out. I honestly tune it out.
So there must be something that they like in your area to eat. So the crickets.
We have weird things around here. We have bats, we have crows, we have a lot of wildlife. But a lot of them are being pushed out because of overdevelopment. So maybe they were just always here. Hey, Alibaba!
Hi,
Great to see
Ollie.
you. Great to see you. I'm just cleaning up. I'm getting my bearings back. Tomorrow night I'll be sewing something amazing. But tonight I'm hanging out with my twinny McTwin. I'm still kind of tired from Vegas. I'm just having a great time. I'm craving biscuits and gravy now. Well, I
Oh.
ate it, consecutively. Well, next time you go out and the crows are hanging out, you should play Join the Murder.
Oh.
I will. I definitely will. How's it going, Ollie? And a lot of people get freaked out if they're not from here because they're like, this is eerie. I try to tell them it's like this every day. How's it going, Skids? Great to see you. Yay,
Hi,
everybody
Skids. How are
showed up.
you?
Laura, hello, hello.
Hey, Laura.
I just realized that you were live. Great to see you. Great to see you guys. Well, I'm just hanging out and cleaning. I'm back, so I'm reorganizing this room. I'm just reorganizing, getting it to where I can start cutting and sewing again. My son is about to get
Mm-hmm.
picked up, so I'm going to go reclaim my living room in a minute so I can bring my 8-foot table out.
Gotta get those things cut out.
I don't think I can get used to
Mm-hmm.
white gravy. Come on down. We'll try it. Come on down. White gravy is amazing. I think that is so funny. It depends on where you're from. If you took somebody from Southeast Asia, they would be like, "Your food is gross," you know. But I love American food. I was
Mm-hmm.
not ready for that original argument when people were like, "That's not biscuits and gravy." I was not ready for that argument.
Oh, I love
It's been a
biscuits and
busy
gravy too.
night.
I gotta have
What's that?
scrambled
Sorry.
eggs. I have to have scrambled eggs with biscuits and
I
gravy.
don't know. It's weird. I can eat it by itself. It's been a busy night.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing organizing. You can come over here and help me. That's what I'm doing here. I'm I'm uh I'm on my comeback. So I gotta. Yay. Hello, hello. I'm about to get some freezing rain tomorrow. Could be 10 centimeters thick. Wow. That's crazy.
Ollie, no, that's
I am
wow.
so sorry.
I'll have to call my mom and see what's going on over there. Because if you're getting it, then I know she's probably gonna get it too.
By the way, Michael Jordan wants to know when you're going to return. Okay, so we don't return chips. It's just if I ever go back to the meeting, I have to come back as a newcomer. So Michael Jordan's gonna shake his head at me. You relapsed. I Rita, I
Oh,
live for buttermilk gravy. It is I would eat it every day if it wouldn't end me by the time I'm 50.
yes.
Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot, Ollie.
That is.
Yay, how's it going?
I
That
love the
is
ice
ice
storm.
storm.
I mean, it's just I mean, Ollie and I lived through this, a similar the ice storm of '98, and I was just like, "Hmm." I just recalling that, I would never go back to that. It was horrible. 10 days without power.
Linda, I
Mm,
live for
mm.
sausage and gravy. It is something that I absolutely love to eat. It's a delicacy in the house of sewing. I'm gonna brag. I like the best biscuits and gravy. My mom from Georgia taught me
Mm.
how. Absolutely, Sheila. I'm obsessed with biscuits and gravy, and everybody has their special recipe. I love it. I absolutely.
But the best thing is you have to make homemade biscuits. If you don't make homemade biscuits and you pop a can, it's not the same.
Just don't
It's
break
not
it.
the
Wear
same.
it. Don't break it. Okay. I love you. Are you taking off? I love you very much.
Bye, Isaiah. Just cross the river should be rain and lots from the two systems coming through. So it's just cold enough up there for it to freeze over. Oh, I don't miss that at all. Do not miss that at all. It's crazy. We were without power, I said, like, for 10 days, and we just had a wood stove. That's all that kept us warm for the whole time that we were up there. But my mom cooked on that wood stove, and it was the most amazing food that I have ever had in my life, and I'll never forget it. So, because we didn't have to worry about refrigeration or anything, we just kept everything outside. But she made the best roast and breakfast and everything. Oh, it was so good. My mom's an amazing cook. So, yes.
My kids hitting me up. My kids
Welcome back.
hitting me up for money.
Mhm.
William, although you inspired me with 111 no-buy days, I've only lasted 31. There is nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Personal goals, Laura.
Absolutely. There's
Personal
nothing
goals.
wrong with that. Look, I'm surprised I lasted that long.
Like what?
All right, here. Here is $50 and $1 bills.
Thank you.
Don't spend it all in the same place. And listen,
Yeah.
you don't have a job. Don't tip people. You can only tip when you have a reservoir to pull from. You don't have a job. Don't be tipping people. And although they're nice to you, say thank you so much for your service. Tip them $1, but don't give them your stack.
Okay.
All right. Don't become Daddy Warbucks with that's $51 bills and won't last forever.
Okay.
Aw. Hmm.
I gotta go lock the door real quick.
Yeah. Almost a month without power.
can
Oh,
do it.
Ollie. That's rough. That you were like back on the homestead.
I hope I give him $50 in one.
Mm.
Okay, good. Okay, I gave him that right stack. Okay. My brain was like, did you just give him a roll of fives?
Well, now everyone knows where your
Come
stash
and get it.
is.
I got a
They
guard
get it.
alligator named Cleophas. Brutus Cleophas the First.
Yeah.
And a guard sloth. He's slow, but he'll tell on you. Oh,
Well, I'm glad that you can, Ollie. There's not a lot of people that can transform them back into the 1800s in order to survive things like that. People are so reliant on the internet and technology and everything that
I
they
have
couldn't handle
oil
it.
lamps. I got all kinds of fun stuff I'm dying to use. I would light my whole house and backyard up in 5 minutes. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, you're near the St. Lawrence River? I know exactly where that is.
Oh, we got to get to Sheila's comment. We have got to get to Sheila's comment at the bottom. No one was harmed in the filming of this lie. I grew up in Iowa. Yeah, we had a wood stove. My mom was a terrible cook. We never had meals cooked in a wood stove. Do you know what's really funny? My father was much more of a cook than my mother. My father was much more of a cook. I had a nice wood stove. Oh, now I'm craving a wood pizza. I still cry when my daughter visits from Texas and she leaves. Oh, whenever my son leaves, it kills me. I get empty nest every weekend. I should watch that show. I miss that show. Life goes on, and so do we. I came in Tuesday and felt crummy Wednesday. I am so sorry. I imagine it'd be like that. Hang in there. Absolutely. Absolutely. Laura, we are here for you.
You can do it.
How much booty did you have to shake for that? I am a part of the underground economy and I hoard $1 bills obsessively. I actually saw a video 7 or 8 years ago that was like, save all your fives and see how much money you have at the end of the year. I did it with ones. And so I hoard $1 bills. But I do tell everybody either I'm a chubby male stripper or I'll say, count that I went to public school. And I have a witness where I told everybody.
Yes.
And then there was a lady at the Greek place who really thought I was a male stripper. That young lady's going to live her whole life. You know, she didn't even flinch. Good for her. But
She laughed. She was
she
turning
really
red.
thought that I was up there with.
Yes. Oh my word.
Took
Yes.
antibiotics for an infection and saw my doctor today. He told me to stop immediately because my face was swollen. This happens to me sometimes on prednisone. I get these red wings under my eyes. Oh, I
Oh.
look crazy. I look crazy. And the doctor told me next time that happens, stop taking the drug.
So you had just an allergic reaction? That's
If I
what
take too much of it, I get a hardcore. Like after about 6 or 7 days, I get red wings under my eyes. But
yeah.
I need it to
40 minutes to Iroquois.
interesting. I know exactly where that is. I've been through that when I left.
Well, we're gonna go as part of the tour. We're
I
gonna go
know
see Ollie.
exactly where that is, actually.
Mhm. Whether he's ready for us or not,
Oh, you
Ollie, we're
can't
coming
miss
at you.
me.
We
I
are
wear
coming.
my William Shatners to give me the appearance of height, and I have my cowboy hat on. My doctor said they had no idea what to describe me anymore. I knew somebody that took too many antibiotics, and they like it was terrible every time they got sick. I did that with my
Mm.
5s. I know a really. Oh, let me go lock my door real quick.
I know a really good cook. Oh, yeah, poutine capital of the world, Alfred. He had a leak from the firebox in the oven. He did nice pizza and apple pie. Interesting. Oh, I have anything, and I know it's probably just because it's like 20 years ago, the last time I had poutine, but I am ready for it again. So we're gonna convince my twin that he needs some when he goes up there too. He's gonna at least try it. But firebox oven, I would like one of those someday in my backyard. That would be so nice. And then we can have s'mores afterwards. Everyone
All
needs a
right,
s'more.
the kid's gone. Bust out the junk food. We were eating
Oh my
kale
word.
smoothies today, and I was like, these are so good. Terrible. Should be illegal. We're making everything illegal. Make kale smoothies illegal.
Okay, yeah. I'll be right on that. I'll make a petition for
And
you.
my son told me it was cheating because I put so many blueberries in there. I was like, I need to kill this taste.
Yeah. I'm surprised
I
you didn't put
did.
sugar in it.
I sure did. I would be terrible working at the juice place.
Mhm.
Oh, man.
I may
The
have.
treatment is supposed to rebuild bone tissue, so it stands to reason that my bones would hurt. That is a very good point. That is a very good point. My mom was given a drug once that made her head and face swell. Yikes. I had mono
Mm.
as a child. My neck swelled even with my chest. Because your glands puff out right
Wow.
here. So I know what it is
Yeah.
to be I was a
about
reverse
that.
Quasimodo. Yeah.
Mm.
I was quarantined in my house for 5 months. Like I'm saying, when the pandemic came, I was like, rookies, I'm ready for this. I'm ready.
Been preparing all
I
your
started
life for
watching
this
Law and
one
Order
moment.
again, the old episodes from the 90s. That is
Yeah.
absolutely scary, Laura. Oh, now I have the Empty Nest song stuck in my head. You know, every week when my son goes to be with his mother, I'm like, I'll see you later. During the week, I'm like, pick up your clothes.
I love
Make your
you. Pick up your
bed.
clothes,
You don't
please.
live in a hotel. Oh, I don't like kale either. But I try to be a good example. Just how my son says please and thank you. People tell me all the time. They're like, your son is so well behaved, and I'm like, thank you. I know, but like,
Right, Zodi, you're gonna have to sign
I'm-
the petition too. You, Terry, and William. Get it
but
worked
like,
out.
I tried to be positive, but he's in this hardcore working out phase, and he's discovering all these things, and
Yeah.
he's like, how come you've never told me about green drink? Because we have access to kale where we don't have to pay for it.
Mm.
And so we can get a lot of
Mm.
kale. A lot.
Well, be ready to have your refrigerator full of
I'm
kale.
gonna make coleslaw. I'm gonna chop it all up and make coleslaw.
Oh, I bet that would be good.
I really like poutine, but I'm not even sure if I could find it in Arizona with a good margarita.
Mhm.
You know what? That's so funny. I bet you could. America is so strange. No matter where you live, somebody has come from somewhere else and wants to cook you their food from there. So I bet you could
Yeah.
probably I don't want liquefied kale. I bet you could probably find it. The fellow that I has is 3 wood stoves outside for cooking. Oh, he does a mass amounts of pies for sale. Oh,
Oh, I
I
bet
would
it's
be floating like
delicious.
foghorn leghorn. I say, I need a pie.
I'll
I
say,
had
I'll
mono
say.
so bad my throat was closed down the size of a straw. Thank you. Yes. Months in solitude.
Wow.
Had to drink dinner. Same. I'm not trying to get too detailed, but I
That's
still drink
good.
um, beef broth and chicken broth because when I had mono in junior high school, and still to this day, I'll heat it up, put it in a mug, and drink it. Still to this
Yeah.
day. Sometimes I feel like I have an iron deficiency and don't know it.
Like sometimes when I cook chicken, I'll take the broth and put it in a cup and then I'll season it a little bit more and that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I'll drink. Just because, yeah. And I'll put some protein powder in with it too. Yeah. It's good.
My mom puts everything in a blender and give me a straw. The texture would oh. Oh, the reason why my mom will always go on these fad diets, and she was on this diet a while ago, but she bought this like $400 blender. And recently we were all in her kitchen, and I was like, what happened to that blender? She walks up to me and she's like, you can have it. So now my son is like making orange. He is juiced everything in my we
He's going to be a
we
juice
had
master.
cuties. He's like, can you choose oranges? I said, I bet you can. He's like, you ever heard of Orange Julius? Of course you can. And he went crazy. He went crazy.
Oh, bless
Oh,
him. Oh, my word. Love
but
it.
because I have an unreal access to kale, like he asked somebody and they're like, oh, I'll bring you a bunch. Thanks, Grandma. So now I'm not kidding. I'm gonna make a giant thing of coleslaw. He's like, what is this? I'm gonna say this is kale. Eat it.
You wanted kale. There you go. It's another form.
Oh, it's good time. It's nothing but good time. You can weirdly grow kale in the desert. That's why it's all over the Southwest. Kale,
Interesting.
hay, alfalfa. See, don't you know that alfalfa?
Don't you know?
My accent's coming through, but it's cash crops here. Kale, alfalfa, hay are cash
Okay.
crops here, so they're grown everywhere. I'm sure you can find liquid kale, but who would want that? The green drink was popular years ago. So when my son started making them, I was like, Google this. And he's like, oh, this was popular when I was born. I was like, yes, I know. I was there, son. I was there. It was great for sales. It was terrible for, for consumers. But it is a superfood, but so are avocados. I don't see anyone juicing avocado.
Mhm.
Avocados are it's a healthy fat. But the thing is, it makes you'll follow suit. Sorry, I'm not.
Oh, I love avocados. Are you an avocado toast man?
I'm anything avocado. I will do
Mm,
avocado and toast.
we can be friends.
But I'm like tonight.
You
I'm gonna
can do
make guacamole
that.
or
Oh,
aguacate, depending on where you're from and how you pronounce it, and how pulpy I want it.
there you go.
Oh man,
Interesting. How's your cookie?
glorious!
Delicious. Mm-hmm. Oh, does he sleep a lot? I don't think so.
No, Terry, I do not sleep. I actually was. I had clinical insomnia as a child. I've learned to sleep, but I do what's called biphasic sleeping. I do not recommend it. I basically take long naps, and I do not sleep longer than 4 hours. So if you ever see me sometimes
Mm.
and I'm like this legitimately, it's because I'm either waking up or going on my cycle to sleep. I'm, I'm somewhere on the tail end or just coming to. But I get a lot of stuff done at night, like laundry, all that stuff. Oh my gosh, I knew someone that had a broken jaw. We had to puree everything, but they
Oh,
I knew somebody who went to a biker rally and did not know what they were getting themselves into, and he got his jaw completely broken. Oh yeah, we told
ooh.
him like you think you're tough, don't go, and he did. And that was my first experience being around somebody who had to juice everything and to see what they went through. I was young. Oh, I was
Can't
young.
imagine.
I've never had mono, but I have made up for it in other areas. I was more mono was the worst. I can do raw cabbage, not cooked.
Huh.
You know what? A lot
Upper
of people are
slot.
like that. I'm obsessed with fish. It's weird to me that people don't eat fish.
And that's weird for me too. I love salmon and cod. Those are my two favorite fish.
And I know so many people. A matter
Mm.
of fact, when there was someone I first met, and she's like, "I don't eat fish," and I'm like, "Oh, they still make it." It was weird
Oh.
to me because I'd never met somebody who didn't like fish.
Oh, and tuna. I like seared tuna.
I'll make it out of the can.
Oh.
I'm obsessed. I am
Hmm.
obsessed. Oh, now I'm craving tuna.
I'm not even going to tell you how I prepare my tuna sometimes because you guys will all just be like, "What is wrong with this
I
child?"
went to go. I went to get
Well,
cookies, for the stockpile for the ice storm. Absolutely, Ollie. Oh, and no hot cross
yes.
buns. Oh, can I
Oh,
mail a honey bunny to Alibaba? I have a box of honey bunnies. Of honey buns. I'm sorry, honey buns.
honey buns. You probably could get away with it. Hmm. You just smuggle it. Send him something else and wrap it inside of it.
William, I never
Don't
get more
claim
than
it.
2-3 hours a night, but I've been getting the red light therapy for my back, and I slept 5 hours straight. My husband said he was
It's
watching to
amazing.
make sure it was free. My son, I've recently I'll wake up and my son's standing there, and he told me it's creepy if I sleep more than 3 hours because I don't. So he checks on me to see if I'm alive. And I bet I look crazy when I wake up because my eyes are all glossy. I've only had 3 hours. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for life. I'm ready. I literally walk around with my coffee in my hand. I can no
Hmm.
longer eat any type of seafood. That is so interesting.
Oh,
I'm
I
weird
would
then
miss
because I
sushi if I couldn't
don't
eat
eat. See,
seafood.
but no, Zodi, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. I live near
Yeah.
the ocean, so it's weird to me when people don't eat seafood. It's like right there. It's like right there.
So Zodi, are you just like a meat and potato man? Right?
Matter of fact, last night when I was grabbing to my son about cleaning out the freezer, I ate half a bag of fish sticks. I ate some old egg rolls. I I made a fry up of all
Mm.
the stuff that was left over in the freezer.
Oh, Ollie, that sounds really good too.
Smoked cod, absolutely. After the
Mm.
duck incident, I will not be eating smoked anything for a while. My sister will not eat seafood. I've always found that just crazy. I've always wondered how she gets through. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Even here, I'm not the most religious person, but it's Lent. You get me. You go to certain places, you can't find meat on Fridays. I don't think
It's true.
they will make it. Oh, now I'm craving a McDonald's fish fillet. Damn it.
I had one
Oh,
yesterday. It was still good, still tastes the same. I love it. They steam the buns, put butter on it.
hey,
It's
Happy
great.
Maker. Great to see you. Great to see you. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, Happy Maker. Hello.
Yay. The other night I slept 4 points. Exactly. That's me too. I'm perpetually uncomfortable. I think I have a spine issue or something. I don't know what's wrong with me anymore. Quite honestly, one day I'll go to the doctor, but I have a list of things I need to get to before that. I live for
Oh,
shrimps and
Lord.
scallops, Ollie. I live for them. Honestly, it was so amazing, but it's the only way that I have therapy. Great to see
Mhm.
you. Great to see you, Happy Maker.
Oh, I love cod.
Smoked cod sounds good. Great to see you. You can't go wrong with a good steak and potato. That is true. I'm not
That's what I
I'm not
figured you would
anti
be.
either.
Yeah, my stomach thing.
Gives me one last super cold and
Mhm.
start shaking like I'm having a seizure. I am severely allergic to any type of seafood. Wow, that's terrible.
No.
You're gonna laugh, but seriously,
Yeah.
I used to sleep every other Thursday. No, my parents, when I was a kid, my parents freaked out. They were like, my child does not sleep. I eat a lot of smoked salmon though. I do too. I do too. I absolutely love it. Man, this is gonna make me go. I want to go through my freezer now.
Yeah, I'm just like, once we get off the
I'm
stream, I'm gonna
craving
go get something to
crawfish.
eat.
Absolutely. Man, you can get you can get all of that here in Southern California.
Oh, we need to have a
I love
seafood
smoked
boil.
salmon. I live for smoke.
Oh,
I am here for a seafood boil.
no,
I
come
got the
on.
kitchen table. I'll get the newspaper. I'll wrap the whole table. I got the
All right, we gotta invite the people. Everyone, we're going to William's house for
Great to
tomorrow
see
for
you, Happy
dinner.
Maker. Great to see you. I'm gonna do that one day.
I gotta get on my plate.
I do have the booster. I guess I could go in my kitchen theoretically. Oh, whoops! I missed Laura's comment. I do not like salmon, but I live almost, but I live almost every other seafood. Oh, but I like almost every other seafood. I'm so weird. I eat the skin, everything. I'm obsessed with salmon. I came back from the store and said McDonald's was completely dead, but they opened a new Wendy's 2 days ago, and the cars were lined up down the road. To be fair, if you didn't have a Wendy's near you, Wendy's is good. I'm perpetually uncomfortable.
I like their baked potato.
This is my problem. I'm a roller in my sleep. Like I just even last night, man, if anything's on my spine, I'm just uncomfortable. I understand that your body's just giving at some point. I'm like that with sleep. I just pass out. Oh,
Sashimi. Yes, Terry. Let's go out first. Let's go out. We need to go out and
that was
eat.
at 13 days.
Mhm.
My thing is I have to sleep because I get loopy. After 72 hours, there was one time I went to Las Vegas with a good friend. This was years ago. My son was still in elementary school, but he came from Georgia. On the way home, I hadn't slept for a full 24-hour cycle. I hallucinated there was a big rig on my side of the road. And that was 10 years ago,
Oh my word.
if not
Yeah.
longer. So I don't when it comes to that, like I will rest. I really do think we're soul sisters. Aw, that's awesome. The trick is to weaponize your insomnia. Will F gets mad at me and tried that you can sleep on the couch routine. I refused to sleep on the couch. 4 days later, I still hadn't slept. My ex-wife hated me too because I didn't sleep for this very reason. She hated me because I'm just naturally awake. McDonald's fish used to be good, but now it just tastes like water. We go to Arby's during Lent,
Hmm,
and the fish is pretty good. Good to know.
I'll try
I
that.
haven't been to
But yeah,
Arby's in. I only go when I'm driving towards Vegas because there's one in Baker, California, out in the middle of nowhere, and I know someone who's seen it now. Well, driven past it.
yes.
Yes, when the Fitbit tells me how many times I wake up in the night, it makes me mad. I couldn't have that. And my doctors say it's
No.
normal. It is not normal. See, I'm the same way. I get mad at myself. Like even this morning, I woke up and I didn't feel refreshed, and I was like, "Oh, here we go, here we." And I started on the instant cycle of like, "Oh man, I did not get enough sleep." I'm the same way. I even like sardines. They're good in sandwiches, mustard, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, toasted bread. I like them on pizza. I'm addicted to sardines. That's why I slowly was breaking in Twinny McTwin. I had lengua nachos. Next is when I get my slice of
Oh,
extra sardine pizza.
no, it'll be fine.
I know.
Because okay, are you ready for this? My stepfather, he'll break you in. He'll go to the store and get
Mm.
pig brain. And he'll open it up and he'll put it in your scrambled eggs. And that's like your initiation into
Oh,
the
I'll ask for
family.
seconds.
So it's just like there's really nothing that you could probably eat that would bother me. No? So fun fact. I've seen a lot
I
of
told you I
things.
was in a gross out
It's cold.
contest. You have to work hard to gross me
Yeah,
out.
you told me. Mm, like I might not want to
My aunt done number
never
two. I
mind. But
walked her out of
yeah.
the hospital like I was doing laps. The nurse asked me when I was gonna get tired enough to sleep. And she said, "You gave birth and you're not tired." Oh, I totally understand.
Mm,
Okay, all your fault. I'm hungry now. I know. I do obsessively
yeah.
talk about food. It's because I'm perpetually hungry. Even when I'm hungry, even when I'm full, I'm still hungry. I always look at my fitness tracker. There has been nights that I didn't register any sleep. I see. That's why I don't know.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, my son walked up to me with a bot with a. I have a Coach watch, and I gave it to him a while ago, but I told him you can only wear it in certain places. But he's like, I'm going to the mall, so he'll be wearing. His watch will be more than everything that he's wearing tomorrow.
Yes.
Whatever. He wants to look cool. His entire generation doesn't even know how to tell that watch. I taught him how.
Nope. Analog clocks don't exist.
I taught him how, but
They don't.
I'm just glad he didn't take the other one. I have a Movado that I inherited. I don't wear that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to sleep. Oh my. I'm not kidding you because I watch like I have there are certain things I watch at night and over and you can hear the da na 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 da 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 right now. But there's certain things that I watch over and over. I will lay in bed and force myself and just lay there. And like I've been falling asleep a lot to old Letterman because when I was a kid I used to fall asleep to Letterman. So it's weird how it puts me out. But I'll force myself because even right now I'm tired, but I've been drinking a ton of coffee. If I laid down and gave myself 15 minutes, I could probably be snoring, but then I'd be up an hour from now. Maybe
Oh.
I shouldn't wear it
Mm.
to bed. So you guys are making me want to go get the other one. With chronic brain, you can rest for 8 hours, but not get any REM sleep. This is what's been happening to me recently too, because someone asked me if I dream, and I said I really don't dream anymore, and they freaked out on me. They were like, "You're not getting enough sleep,"
Hmm.
and it was bad. I have mad.
I can't even tell you the last time I dreamt. Like it's just
I used to dream all the time, and it just kind of
yeah.
went away one day. I'm not mad at it. I wake up and one foot in
Mm.
front of the other and move on with my day.
If you're feeling fresh, go
Heck
on with
yeah.
the day.
It's one of those weird things.
Mm.
And you know what's so funny? A long time ago, I used to watch The Walking Dead every Sunday, and I would have nightmares of this apocalyptic world. And when I quit watching it, those nightmares went away.
Well, there you It's just your subconscious. Exactly. You're processing everything that you watched during the
I knew
day.
it was time to put the show down when I had a dream that me and Carol were going through my old high school. I was like, okay, it's time to stop watching this show. It's messing with me psychologically.
Yes. Mm.
I'm the same way, Terry. I force myself to lay there. You have to have REM sleep. Maybe that's why I'm so quirky. William, maybe cut back on the coffee. So, Laura, I used to have a rule where after 5 o'clock I wouldn't drink coffee. I think I need to go back to that. Where it was a sundown rule. Where like when I would stop drinking coffee, but now the sun doesn't go down till 8 o'clock at night. Well, almost. We're almost there.
Wow, really?
Here
Already?
it's like 7. Like it while class is over, the light it's still light. And because I have Mr. Observant in my
Wow.
life, he's like 35 days ago it was dark. He said it to me the other day. The other day he said this to me. He's like, exactly 35 days ago it was dark and now it's light. And I said, I know it's that time of
Oh,
year. But he's
I
counting.
love that.
It's good to know, Zodi. I used to dream all the time and it just kind of if I wrote them down, they're terrifying. I read a book a long time ago that actually was all about lucid dreaming. And the first thing that they tell you to do is keep a dream journal. Yeah, keep a dream journal. But let me tell you the gibberish that you will write down when you wake up. You think you're writing a novel. And you wake up, you're like, oh man, I don't want anyone to see this left-handed chicken scratch. I don't know how many people get up and do the same. I have neurotic habits. Your brain takes on what you watch right before. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So now I have dreams about Carson now. So you're actually thinking.
Well, you're probably on stage with him. That's why you got all these jokes going. I don't know.
I still want to know where my Minnesotan accents come from, don't you know?
I already know where it
Did
came
you
from. We talked about this. No, I don't know where it came from. It's gotta come from somebody. You had to watch something.
I agree with you.
None of the comedians are watching. None of them's like Pennsylvanian
I
or
watch so
Ohio.
much. If you sit in front of a sewing machine, I'm subscribed to you. If I'm subscribed to so many different things, it's not even funny. I have an eclectic view on this planet. I want to know everything. I watch, you know what
Okay.
it might be? I watch hockey every day, all day. It's on
And those
right
Canadian
now,
accents
it's
is
on the hockey channel. And there is that fake hockey. I
mm,
can't even do it. And it does bother me when Americans adopt the Canadian accent. But
oh,
that's the people they're around.
mhm,
Well, my dreams
so
are
true.
worse than horror movies. It takes me all day to shake them. I try not. No, I've had dreams where I've called my son. No, this is real.
Imagine.
I've had dreams where I called my son. And I'm like, okay, I'm just making sure you're okay. And I'll hang up on him. I woke him up one time because I had such a terrible dream. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is real. Oh, I've had dreams where I've woke up and I was mad all day. Or I just felt uncomfortable all day because of a dream. Oh, you're
Mm.
getting tired, Twin McTwin. I know it's reaching midnight over there.
Oh, it's already
We've
past
gone
midnight,
around
my
Jupiter
friend.
twice. The fountain show's gone off like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, you don't have to stop on account of me. Just
Now
do what you do.
it's
It's your show,
Friday.
man.
If you don't want to keep going, that's okay. I didn't watch
Mm,
anything that invokes fear. I'm not kidding
mm.
you. My mother watches the most awful things. Today, I called her. I called her at the grocery store. Hey, is there anything you need? She's telling me I can hear screaming in the background. And it's like, no, don't do that. I said, please turn your TV down. Please. And she just started laughing at me. It sounded like she was torturing people in her house calmly. Whatever she was watching, I'm
Oh
like,
my
this is
goodness.
traumatizing, mother. She hates it when I say mother. I'm like, this is traumatizing. But I could tell because she's sitting on the couch, the TV's right there, and it sounds like we are there. All of us are just there on the phone together. Oh, it was bad. What is this all about, eh?
All about. You gotta
What's this
say
all
what
about?
about.
About, eh? See, I can't do it.
About. Mhm.
I'm not good at accents. The only thing I do is my fake Minnesotan. Maybe it is from watching just, but I've been watching hockey for since I was a child.
I'm gonna have to, like, record my conversations with my New York people because we have French Canadian accents. And, like, then I'll like, my vowels change when I talk to them.
Something like this would
It's
mess
fun.
with me, Terry. I wouldn't even leave the house.
Open a ditch. Oh my word.
I couldn't do that. Oh, I read Zodi's comment. I want to laugh and feel good watching movies. I don't want to be scared or thank you. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
What man or like my mom watches the most awful and she'll be eating dinner and watching a horror movie. I'll tell like I'm like excuse me, will you please change the channel while I'm here? I actually used to fall asleep watching true crime, but I hated horror movie. True crime's even worse. True crime will make me not want to leave the house. That is absolutely scary. Oh, excuse me.
Mm.
Y'all, I'm looking through the sewing stuff I picked up today, and there's a random coin with a naked lady. Oh, where's it from? I am so curious. All right. Well, we've been
Mm.
going for 3 hours, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. It'll be the
Absolutely, we
Saturday
will.
Palooza. Now that the room's all clean, I'm ready to I'm ready to conquer the next challenge.
Your
Oh, it's
sojo's back.
back. William Tweed.
No, I can't wait.
William Tweed is back. Let me do my pose. William Tweed is back. This is William Tweed.
Oh, Captain Tweed.
Oh,
And all the other names
I
that
do
we
not
call
watch
you.
violence. I'm the same way. I'm kind of over it. You know what's weird? When my
Mhm.
son was born, something happened inside of me where I just couldn't watch a lot of the old stuff. I can't even say what it is. Maybe I grew a heart like the Grinch at the end when his heart grew.
Oh.
Something happened. I think it's because I also sat around for 8 years watching cartoons and like Disney movies with my son.
Yeah, he softened you.
Orca with Rex Harrison. That is way better than Free Willy. Oh man, Free Willy used to invoke stuff out of me. If I watch that now, I'll just be like, "Oh, this is a terrible movie." You can do a photo search. William Tweed from the desert. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. William, if you really want a challenge, you'll come help me clean my my sewing room. Oh man, that's what I'm doing right now. I laugh every time I find something. I'm like, oh, I bought this. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. But this room is much more clean. So, and I'm ready for the next challenge. I seriously want to thank everybody that was hanging out tonight. This was kind of impromptu. I don't plan on doing this every Friday, even though I do.
I get a text message. You wanna go live? I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Well, I gauge what I'm doing. I gauge, like tonight, I'm going to be doing the glamorous job of laundry. Look at me. Glamorous.
I'm telling you, you should take a picture.
Ugh. But the House of Sewing will be back at it tomorrow. Do you have anything
Yes,
you'd
it
like to
will.
show? You are still putting out your Civil War videos, aren't you?
Yeah, I put out 3 videos this week already, and I'll have another one tomorrow. I'm I'm trying to, like, power hour through it out, like, just boom, boom, boom. I don't know how many more I have left, but, I really need to get on that. But, yes, the Civil War quilt's coming out, and then we have our power hour, which I'm gonna be with Rita on
Yay! Oh, and
Sunday
Rita,
during my power hour, so that's exciting.
come hang out with us tomorrow. And anyone, if anyone wants to stream
Yeah,
at all, please let me know. I am not anti anyone. You guys can come and hang out. I'm not doing anything special here
yeah,
besides just having a great, besides enjoying life and loving life.
yeah,
You guys are, you guys are
it's
amazing.
fun.
Thank you so much. I'll be back at it tomorrow. I'm gonna with my tweet adventures. I'm excited. I am gonna go to bed early tonight. I am. I am. I'm gonna be back at it. I'm gonna wear a disguise though. I'm getting too known for my cowboy hat. I'm gonna wear like my red hat and shock everybody. Like, who's that red guy?
Oh,
Who's the red guy?
well, as long as I just need it. I like the cowboy hat.
Thank you so much. You guys are absolutely amazing. And just the Civil War videos are absolutely awesome.
Oh, thank
We will
you.
be back at
You guys are so
We'll be
kind.
back at
Thank
it
you.
tomorrow. I want to thank everyone who watched this in the replay. Everyone who I have a video out right now about our grand adventure to Las Vegas. Every quilt that I could
Mhm.
capture with my Canon camera is on that video. Go check it out. And I will be responding tonight to everybody. So thank you so much. Yeah, seriously. I know I say that. It'll be early in the morning.
Oh, don't worry about it. We all know that you'll catch up. It's fine. No worries. I mean, there's people that are content creators that it's like a week, 2 weeks later, and they're finally responding to my comments. So you
I
guys have busy
try to
lives.
respond. It's
Don't worry
just,
about it.
man, it's been busy. And I thought this was spring break, and it's not. So it's been busy. But thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. I hope everybody has a great night, great weekend. If I don't see you, I'll see you off in the chats. Thank you so much. I saw your video. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
The biggest quote show. Absolutely, it was. It was.
That was
Viva
amazing.
Las Vegas. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Where are we going next?
The road to wherever those quilts are. I hope everybody has a great night.
Mm.
Like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely, definitely see you next time. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.